No, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a full contact countdown.
Yeah.
Normally it does a three.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
And then do it.
That's
Went right
it. Yeah.
to it.
Just went right to it.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, and when that's that was live. You want live too?
Yeah, on here.
That was live.
How's the volume?
I keep the door on the camera closed.
Low.
Yeah, heard that was live too.
All right.
Hard check that was live. Okay, yeah. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, we're the true Hebrew Israelites. Come out week in, week out, prophesy the downfall of America. You know, the downfall or the unfortunate but fortunate demise of 2/3 of the Lord's people, because there's a reckoning of the Most High that has to come to America, to Babylon the Great, but ultimately to the world, right? Because Jacob's trouble is going to be everybody's trouble. So this is a thing that the Lord is going to try. It says the Lord tries the world, right? The earth, right? But things are happening, right? As far as prophecy, and let me get Zechariah 14 and 13. So yeah, we're gonna get started, and we're gonna give first and foremost, we're gonna give all praise, all honor, and all glory. Call Elohim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Kakwadash. Right? Because we're coming to the time that all hell is about to break loose, right? Jacob's trouble is everybody's trouble, man. Right? But it's gonna be race wars, right? So before the micro C hit be push, you're gonna see what there's a thing called polycrisis, man, throughout the whole entire earth, right? You know, you had was it a tornado or something out there in Tennessee. Just was it yesterday or today? You got all these different things, earthquakes in diverse places. You have these things happen in this place, but hey, the Lord, and you can see these things with these Edomites, man. Things are starting to rile up between Jacob and Esau, man. Right? You know, even Moab, right? Moab, this thing with this Moabite killing this young Jake and getting off. This is all things to rile everything up to the race wars, man. You know? So yeah. So we would like to give all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom, right? To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To your sisters, you Akwathim, who listen and learn. Hey, this, we're gonna go ahead. Shalom. We're gonna go into this lesson.
I got it.
But
it's in the book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 13, and it reads, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai shall be among them.
Right. A great tumult. Right. Can you look up that the definition for tumult?
I'll read it again when the brother get that. It says, again, Zechariah 14, verse 13, and it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai shall be among them. See, this is coming from the Lord. This is the Lord doing it. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai, he's behind it,
Right. Absolutely.
100%.
Right. The Lord said, he's gonna well, it talks about who shall arouse Judah. Right. Can you get that? Who shall arouse Judah? That Genesis 49, please. 9. it's just a 49. I think it's 9. I think it's after 8. Because 8 goes into, and then I think it's 9. Genesis 49 and 9, or maybe it might be 8. But I know it goes into Judah right there at 8.
I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, and
I think it's 9 or is it 10?
no, it's 9. I'm
Okay.
I wanted to get up a little. You know what? I'm starting at 8. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise.
Right, so Judah is the so-called Negro, right, in America, but there's a thing called with the Judeans, right, when the time of Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls JC, was on the scene, it was the Judeans that were in the land, in the kingdom, when the Romans had them as paying tributaries. It was the time of our Lord when he sacrificed himself, gave himself up for the nation of Israel. There was the 3 tribes that were there: was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And those people are, through reincarnation, those people are here again in America, right? And those are the so-called African Americans. So-called Benjamin is the so-called Jamaican or West Indies, right? And then the Levites are the so-called Haitians here in America, here in this the Americas and in this region, right? In the Western Hemisphere, was the hindermost of the nations, right? The Western Hemisphere, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then we just make the point too, that they can be scattered anywhere.
Yeah, and then we're scattered everywhere. Yeah.
Yep. It says again, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies.
Right. Which we created a lot of things. You know, the car, the open heart surgery, right? You created the country, rap, blues, you know, everything. So there's a lot of praise that goes on behind that, because Judah is always the one that has that swag, that style that everybody follow behind. You know, no one was really wearing their hat backwards and their shoes untied and their pants hanging down till they seen the so-called African American doing it, right? You know, nobody's wearing Jordans like that until they seen the so-called African, you know. That's why they get you to try to get them to wear the Gucci, the Fendi, because really those places don't make money. People ain't looking to buy that stuff like that. Those are super expensive. I mean, you let the rich buy, but because of that, it made it popular, right?
Yeah, everybody want to follow Judah.
Everybody want to follow Judah.
They want to be like Mike.
Right.
Mike was Judah,
yeah.
You know?
Right.
You know, but with that though, like we always say, you know, everybody want to be the nigga till it's time to be the nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But plus, not to mention, the Lord said that He was going to raise up the tents of Judah first, which is a continuation of the rest of the tribes coming into the truth.
That's was that Zechariah 12
yeah.
12 and 7, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll read this again. It says Genesis chapter 49 and verse 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies.
And that's what time we're about to come into, where Judah's going to have his hand in the neck of his enemies, man. Right? Because what? Yeah, basically, you see this thing. What was that dude's name? Some Edomite was going around saying the N-word, and like basically he was basically inciting Jake to do something. But I guess he got caught up. There was a shooting in front of a police station, so he's getting charged now. So at first all these Edomites thought it was funny that he would go around and basically incite Jake to basically do something to him. He'll go around the black neighborhoods and he'll film and say the N-word, right? Mm-hmm. Right? You're ultimately playing a deadly game, man. And if something happened to you, but of course they're looking to be a false accuser to Jake anyway, right? Mm-hmm. They're looking for that something so they can come down upon us, they can come against us, right?
They want to poke the bear and then act like the bear is wrong when it does what it naturally does.
Right. And that's what they're looking to do, right? Mm-hmm. Like I say, any crisis, we're just some incident away from all hell breaking loose, right? You got that up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 12, verse 7. The Lord Yahweh Shah also shall save the tents of Judah first.
Right, to save the tents of Judah first, right? Because what we're gonna come back into the knowledge you should bethink yourself in the land of your captivity, right? And that's ultimately what happened. That started with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi,
Yeah.
right?
There was no coincidence. Yahweh Shai went to the Judites first, in
Right.
Jerusalem.
Right.
You know, like, because the Northern Kingdom was already
So,
here in,
yeah.
in the so-called Americas.
Arzareth.
In
Yeah.
Arzareth, yep.
Yeah. Done.
That the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem.
All right, because that's a promise that he gave to David. He said there always should be someone to sit on your throne, right, out of your thing. And so if he didn't raise up
Out of your
Judah,
loins, yep.
out of your he didn't raise up Judah, then there would be no to be there to be, so he had to raise the tents of Judah first, man. Yeah, ultimately, yeah. That's why I wish I went to them first. First to the Jews, and then to what? Then to the Gentiles, which are you Israelites in a Gentile state of mind,
Mhm.
right? Not to everybody, not to the whole world. First to the Jews, then to the Gentiles, or if you want to call them, if you want to say, well, but it says Greek. Well, like I like when brothers say, well, are you Greek? And they have to go, people go, oh, well, no, well, it's still not talking about you, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. What did the Lord tell that Samaritan woman? For salvation is of the Jews.
Right, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's why he told her. He said, you will not worship in this mountain, nor the one to come. Showing that she's not going to be in the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom that's coming, you're not worshiping there now, and you're not going to worship there in the kingdom to come, because the outside of the temple is for the heathen.
Right. He said, we know what we worship. You don't know what you worship.
You don't know what you're worshiping.
He didn't know what
Right.
other worshiping.
Yeah, because it was it Salmanassar who did that? Put them there. Salmanassar
put
put
them in
them
the
in that
land.
land, so
Yeah.
they don't know what they were.
The
They
king,
don't know what they were doing. They were just copying it, and they were doing it just enough so that the lions wouldn't come in and devour them.
Mhm.
But they basically went back to their own gods
Oh, yeah.
too. They
Worship,
did
they try to do both.
Yeah, they try to do both. Yeah.
It's crazy how symbolic that is to the current condition of Christianity, where you know not what you worship.
No.
Right.
You know what I mean? Most of your Christians out there are of that same woman's mindset.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, it's not your power.
What she said of our father Jacob?
Right.
She said that she was
It's
just like
your
this.
great.
Yeah.
Because he built that well. He'd say he built
Right.
that well.
Right. It's the same thing that you said. Like this so-called Christian mindset. Oh, he's our father too. No.
You know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, the ones that are Israelites,
No.
yes, but
But overall, the
Yeah,
Christian,
overall,
the
I
majority
get
of
what you're saying.
Christendom,
Yeah.
no.
But he's not their power. Yeah,
Right.
he's not their power. He's not looking for. Well, that's Jake. He is, but at the same time, he's not, because you're in a heathenistic
you're an
mindset.
enemy right now.
You're an enemy right
Yeah,
now.
because unless you come out of Christendom, you're basically,
You're an
you're
enemy.
the enemy,
Mhm.
you know?
Was there more than that, bro?
Do
Yeah, I
not
think so.
magnify themselves against Judah.
Right.
Start over, brother?
Start over here, because
Zechariah chapter 12, verse 7. The Lord Yahweh Shema also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem
right,
do not magnify themselves against Judah.
right, yeah. So that way, the northern kingdom, right, which they're slowly coming in, right. You got so-called Mexicans coming in, and one of the ones we don't have a big influx of is Gad.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Not
So
yet.
there must be something's going to happen, which could be this whole thing that they're talking about, removing the 14th Amendment, right? Hey, can you look that up? The removing the 14th Amendment and it affecting the Native Americans as well, right? Because I believe that 14th Amendment is also going to affect the so-called Native Americans, right along with Jake,
Mhm.
right? Which is going to represent that whole thing. Oh, can you get that in Ecclesiastes? Is it 10 or 7 and 10?
Well,
I seen.
Oh,
Princess-
servants upon, yeah.
Oh, you want to get
Got it, brother?
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Is it 7 and 10 or 10 and 7? Something like that.
Let's see here.
I think it's 10 and 7. I think. Oh,
I'm trying to beat that brother too.
Go ahead, you got it. I'm just trying to make sure that I know where it's at too.
Let me see.
You got it?
Still going.
Look up on your phone real quick, bro. It should be Ecclesiastes. I believe it's
While he's looking that up, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this out. So I asked ChatGPT removal of the 14th Amendment and its effect on, and I had to put Indian American.
36.
So it says,
Yeah.
removing or altering the 14th Amendment would cause immense legal chaos for Native Americans. While Native Americans initially fought to secure birthright citizenship,
Right.
and that's what all of these other people that are coming in, you know, they're using that for their kids once they're born here. That's why they want to get rid of it. And it
Right.
says, you know.
But not to mention, it's so it can bring in these race wars, because what it's gonna do, it's gonna cause conflict, like what it just said, and an immense, what did it say, immense legal chaos, right?
Mhm.
So that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna create chaos, right?
Yeah, if they do that, man, there's gonna be a lot of chaos.
Right.
You know, but that's been the mindset of the so-called white man from the beginning.
Right. Of
You know,
course.
even when even they tell you that series, you know, Yellowstone,
Mhm.
they said that they were killing the buffalo so they can get rid of the so-called Native Americans.
Right.
You know, so their mindset hasn't changed.
And then they just created chaos, because then they just left the field filled without killing them or without disposing them in a clean manner,
Right.
you know, which then it left it to where there were animals going there when normally animals need to hunt for their prey. So when you're not hunting and you don't have to hunt,
Throws
it
everything off.
throws everything off.
I see
Now
something.
they're like lazy hunters. You know, now instead of being able to hunt, it throws out the ecosystem.
Not to mention disease. And,
Right,
you know,
disease, yep. Which especially with them talking about bringing those AI or robot mosquitoes or whatever they call them. It's gonna throw off the ecosystem, man. But go ahead.
Is there more on that, brother?
Says their baseline rights today rest heavily on a separate federal law, making the direct impact highly complex and debated. The removal or narrowing of the 14th Amendment's citizenship clause would trigger severe legal and political consequences for Native Americans in several ways.
Right. Go ahead.
It says the baseline project of the Indian Citizenship Act, Native Americans born in the U.S. currently derive their citizenship from a 1924 Indian Citizenship Act, not the 14th Amendment, because the tribal nations are recognized as separate sovereign entities. Native people were historically excluded from constitutional birthright citizenship. Legal scholars point out that a repeal or change of the 14th Amendment might not automatically strip Native Americans of their U.S. citizenship because it is supported by this separate legislative act.
Right.
And,
Yeah, so they
sugarcoated.
they sugarcoated it. Because it just said it was gonna be commenced chaos,
Yes, right.
and now it's just, they'll
A little
have
bit of
this.
sugar on top.
Yeah, but that's the devil.
yeah,
you know?
because they're you know, because the indigenous man, he is actually of a sovereign nation. Those nations that they're considered sovereign, but how much is the American government
Sovereign to
stomped
what?
all over that
Yeah.
sovereignty?
Right.
You know
How
what I
many
mean?
treaties that they
Right.
Broken.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and when you look at it, you got nations around the world that are sovereign that America stomps all over. How much more so
Yeah.
of people with no backing?
Can you go back to that tumult again? Can you read that definition of tumult?
Yeah,
Oh, you never finished it.
I never got a chance to read it.
Oh, okay, kind of.
Yeah. So this is
Okay, because I was wondering, because when you said chaos, I was like, yeah, I remember that's what that tumult goes into chaos.
Says tumult is a noun that refers to a loud, confused, and usually chaotic noise or disturbance,
Right.
particularly one caused by a large crowd
right? And that's what's going to be happening. A lot of the economy is going to collapse. All these different things are going to happen. People are going to be out there, you know, fighting. They're going to be rioting. They're going to be picketing. They're going to be petitioning. But they're going to ultimately, it's going to be a race where it's going to be a lot of people, a loud crowd. It's going to be, you know, a bunch of people out there fighting, man. You know what I mean? That's a crowd of people fighting, man.
It's not going to be a calm situation.
It's not going to be a calm situation, right? And you know, some people, you know, they're cowards, you know, especially when you deal with Esau. Remember, I don't know if you so-called Mexicans, you know, y'all love Esau so much, but a lot of you don't remember the baseline shooter out here in Phoenix. You know what he was shooting? He was only shooting Mexicans. He was driving around. They called him the baseline killer.
I remember that.
The baseline killer was mostly only killing Mexicans. And he was a white guy. See, meanwhile, y'all want to extol and lift up these Edomites, man. Hey, you know, hey, it's gonna be a day, man. You're gonna see. He planned on stripping everybody, because then if that strips the Native American, and they're native to, they're supposed to be native to this place. That's definitely going to strip you Mexicans. So that's going to affect the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, like we say. We've been saying it's going to. These people are looking to affect us. The 14th Amendment being taken away or tampered with in any fashion affects the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American. Right? Mm-hmm. But did you?
That was it on the tumult.
I mean, it's more. It's just physical, general, or emotional.
Right. Yeah.
It says physical disturbance, a loud, ruckus, commotion, or uproar.
There you go. That's what uproars of the people. Right.
Yeah, it's prophecy. It's
prophecy.
It's gonna happen.
Gun.
Two, brother.
Yeah, I got two.
Man, yeah, that thing just.
Yeah.
You got some clothes.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go past the phone. I gotta get out.
This Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 6. Folly is set. Folly. Well, folly is set in great dignity.
Right.
And the rich sit in a low place.
Yeah, folly. Yeah, simpleton. You know, they got all these different I don't know how you say it. They got different entertainment. I'll just say that so-called entertainment, right? Out there in the world, where the internet, you got these different memes and scrolls that you can scroll. You're entertained by a bunch of different things. You got the basketball, you got the football, bread and circus, basically. You got all these different things to leave you all in a bunch of folly. You know, your whole thing chasing women, doing whatever the fuck that you want to do, or just kissing a white man's ass. You can't find a way not to do that. You know, your mind is full with folly, man. Right? You know, you don't know what's really going on. The Lord, there's a people that the Lord loves, and there's a people that the Lord hates. Right? And you're unaware that yeah, they're winning. It looks like they're winning right now, but there's an ultimate end and there's a judgment. You can't just keep doing a thing like that to a people for so long and then there's no judgment. If there's no judgment, then there's no God. Then maybe then they are right. Then there is no God. Then right. But on the contrary, there is a God, because we can see that his kingdom is dwindling, man. Right? Mm-hmm. They're in trouble. Right? But you have to have the
Did you already drink?
You have to have the ice out. Remember you said to see that, man.
Right.
But
verse 7, I have seen servants upon horses,
right,
and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right. But yeah, go back to what you said. If princes sit in low places. Yeah, the princes sit in low places, right? When you said folly is in great dignity, but princes are sitting in low places. The princes are dealing with the Israelites, Yasharallah. That's how you say Yasharallah. He is prince of the power. We sit in the low place. the ghettos, the barrios, and the
Barrio.
reservations, man, in low places, right? Now you can read that.
And it says, I have seen servants upon horses.
Right? Yeah, no, you got to read it.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
you
you ain't got that.
did.
No, you ain't got that. Let's go.
Verse 7, I have seen servants upon horses.
Right? Servant mean a slave, right? Right? But this servant is on a horse. A horse represents power,
Mhm.
right? So what the heck is a servant?
Right.
You know, who's that nigga on that nad? That's
Why the bowers on there?
Yeah. What's up with that goddamn?
The bowers on
What the, yeah, because that's what we do. What is the Bowers doing?
Bowers,
Yeah, doing a Bower on. Yeah, because that's what it goes. The peasant, right? The Bowers.
Bowers, yeah.
Yeah, it's the peasant being on this horse. What the heck is this, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what the goddamn Bower doing on that nad, man? What are you doing up there on that power seat, man? Something ain't right, right? But
And princes walking on servants upon the earth.
no walking ass.
Oh, slack it. I'll read it again. I have seen servants upon horses and
Right,
princes
which are the
walking,
Edomites.
slack it, and princes walking as servants
Right,
upon the earth.
you Israelites, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, have you as if you're a servant, as a slave,
Right.
right? And in this time, you what is it called? A serf? The serf? Serf. That's what you are. You're at the bottom in this society with Esau on top. You're at the bottom, right? So then, you know,
Salakia, yeah.
Yeah, just move it.
hey, this is why.
I'll move it back. But
Okay.
This is why folly is set in great dignity, man.
for now, that way you come back in.
Right? You know? Should just put it over there in the first place, like right there.
That's all right, bro. Let me see. No, I'm hit.
Right. Which is why folly is set in great dignity.
I'm all close on the camera.
Go ahead, I guess.
Is there another one there?
Nice to do that.
That was it? Okay. Let me go back to Genesis. Genesis 49 and verse 8 again. It says, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies.
Right.
Thy father's children shall bow down before thee.
Right, right. The 12 tribes, right? Because the Lord said he was going to raise up the tents of Judah first. So then, as the tents of Judah is being
Shalom, sister. Shalom.
Shalom, sister.
Yep.
As the tents of Judah have been raised up, right? The brethren is gonna hey, come. What was it? How'd it go?
It says thy father's children
Yeah, the
shall
fathers.
bow down before
You're
thee.
gonna bow down, right? Which ultimately that's dealing with the kingdom, but you still have to fall. There's still a ranking foul, basically saying, hey, you're gonna heed to the truth. You have to bow down to the truth, right?
Yep.
Because there's a ranking, and the Lord raised up the tents of Judah first. So right now everybody has to come in their order, right? But ultimately that's for the kingdom too, because what King David is going to be the head. He's from Judah. Yahweh Shai is Judah. He's Yahweh Shai, King David, right? The 12, 144,000
Judahites.
right?
Yeah.
All right.
It says Judah, this is verse 9, Judah is a lion's whelp. It says, from the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion. Who shall rouse him up?
Right. And that's the time we're in.
Yeah.
Right. You got these different I don't know how you say what do they call those podcasts or
social media
heads
right.
talking heads,
right,
social media heads doing different things, and they're saying whatever vile thing they can say about the so-called black man. But what they don't know is that's a thing that's going to rouse Judah up. And that's really the Most High doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because that's ultimately the end of America. Right? Go ahead.
I'll get to the next verse too. It says, the scepter should not depart from Judah, because you kind of spoke on it earlier,
Right.
nor a lawgiver from between his feet.
Right.
It says, until Shiloh come. It says, and unto him shall be the gathering of the people be.
Right.
Shiloh.
And that's going to the truth. That goes back into, the truth, raising the tents of Judah, and he's gathering the people by the word.
Yep. Shiloh who?
Shiloh would be the Prince of Peace, Yahweh Shai, right? Right? He basically the Prince of Peace. Yeah, because Shiloh goes on the peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is the Prince of Peace, which is Yahweh Shai, man.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gathering by the word, man, and through raising up the tents of Judah first, and through this what is it called? The internet is doing the heavy lifting.
Yeah, can you got it, brother? You got your oh, sorry, bro. You mind if going out? Because you said something real quick. Baruch 5 and 5.
Oh,
brother?
I got that.
You got it?
I got
Oh,
it.
you have it?
That. Yeah, put it.
Oh, you have it?
I was just going to tell them that.
Okay, Baruch 5 and 5.
I was just going to tell you Baruch 5 and 5, and then you can do Psalms 60 and 7.
Okay. I'm gonna beat you up.
No, yeah.
I'm already there.
Oh, shit.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 60, in verse 7. It says, let me see. Yeah, I'll just get to the point. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine.
Right.
Ephraim also is the strength of my head.
Right.
Judah is my lawgiver.
Right. So going back to that, yeah, Judah being the lawgiver, right? Which what it said, Manasseh's are warriors, right? What was it Manasseh? What was it before that Manasseh?
Gilead.
Gilead. Oh yeah,
Which
right.
is that place?
Which place? Yeah, where they live. Gilead. Then you have Manasseh. Manasseh's are warriors, and then go ahead.
And Ephraim also was the strength of my head.
Yeah, and they're warriors too. So that goes into the northern kingdom basically, and then what the southern kingdom said.
Judah is my lawgiver.
Judah is the lawgiver. So the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom all over again, right there, showing you that the Lord is going to set up that the tents of Judah first, being the lawgivers, going back, having that understanding, going into the scriptures, right? The laws of Moses are in the scriptures, right? But it also goes into the law of the Spirit, right? Because we're not just here to be a browbeater, beating you with the brow and all the laws, right? The laws of the Spirit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patience, love, long suffering, right? Because the Lord said that to the Pharisees, like he said, you did well by telling them the law, but these other things you forgot, love and patience, things like that. They're all that's incorporated because we're all trying to be saved. We're not all trying to be stuck under sin, right? And definitely under these Edomites, or these other nations, right? Because ultimately sin put us under those other nations, put us under the Babylonians, under the Assyrians, under the Persians, the Medes, right? Under the Greeks, under the Romans, and here we are again under the second leg of Rome, or the one with the deadly wound that was healed, and it returned, and here we are all over again under this devil, man. And the Lord is setting up a way that we have a way out, right? The Lord's giving us a way out through the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai, right? But things are going to happen. It says, was the scripture speak about how the kingdom of heaven suffer violence? Well, that's what's about to happen. The kingdom is about to go. Did you get that? Oh, did you already read? Did you finish that?
Baruch 5 and 5.
Yeah. You did that?
No, I didn't read it yet.
Okay.
You want it right now?
No.
You want me to hold it?
Yeah. Get that. Yeah. Just hold that. No. Go get that other one. The kingdom of heaven suffer violence. Right.
Bring out you can get that one.
You want me to hold it?
Oh, you want it?
No. Yeah. He come back to it. Yeah. He can just come back to it. Just go to the thing and then come back to the Baruch 5 and 5.
What the precept you want me to give, brother?
The kingdom of heaven suffer violence. Because that's about. Yeah. Just type it into your phone. Okay.
I got one real quick, bro.
Come. Go
This
ahead.
is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 7. It says, and this is the blessing of Judah.
Right.
And he said, hear, Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yoshai, the voice says, of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou a help to him from his enemies.
Right. Hey, and the ultimate help is the Spirit. It's the scriptures. It's the Lord helping us, right?
Mhm.
Right? Because being getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which should be the stability of our time, that's our ultimate help. Right? But then the Lord, he says, right? Go back again. So read that again. Read that one more time.
I'll read it again. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 33, verse 7. It says, and this is the blessing of Judah.
Right.
And he said, hear, Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the voice of Judah.
Is that the one where he gives all the blessings?
Yeah,
All
yeah,
the-
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
well,
yeah.
well, there you go.
Yeah.
Showing you that's the end.
Yep, yep,
Yeah. There you go. See?
yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because before that, verse 6 says, let Reuben live and not die,
Right.
and let not his men be few.
Yeah, because he went to his father's
Right.
concubine.
Right.
He should have been put to death.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's adultery.
Mm-hmm.
But he said no, let him live. Right. That's ultimate what so that there's the 12 tribes would continue.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because Reuben being
The older brother.
well, yeah,
He was supposed to be the head tribe. Yeah.
right, and going back to the so-called Native Americans, because
Oh yeah,
Gad,
Gad,
Reuben,
Reuben, right. Oh yeah, they would have to be here.
they have to be here.
Right, huh? Absolutely.
It says,
Beautiful.
again, it says, and this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, hear, Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, the voice of Judah, and bring him unto his people. Let his hands be sufficient for him, and be thou a help to him from his enemies.
Right, and let his hand be sufficient for him. Right, being
You get the NLT, brother.
the things that we.
Can you read that in the NLT real quick? Just see what it says.
Matthew.
No. Deuteronomy 33:7. Real quick.
Lucky for that.
Oh,
Are you good, bro?
I don't know, man, it just popped out of nowhere, boy.
Just hit you, huh?
Man,
Whew.
like anytime I'm sitting directly in front of an AC, that it'll
It's that.
Yeah.
the
cold.
nerves.
Yeah,
boy,
nerve,
like,
bro.
Man,
cold hit.
That's the worst, brother.
like I don't want to
Yeah,
cry
read it.
on camera. But
Real quick, bro.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 7. Moses said this about the tribe of Judah. O Lord, hear the cry of Judah
Mhm.
and bring
Right,
them.
and that's what we're doing. Hold on, Slocky.
Sorry.
Hey,
Slow
here's
down.
the cry of Judah, and where we're at. We're crying. This is for those that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. We're crying. We're asking for the Lord for help. Hey, we're tired of this. We've been doing the same over and over again, expecting a different result. Hey, and that's crazy. We're tired of being insane. This place is this is insanity. This America is insane. If you think America is going to keep going on, this is an insane asylum, right?
Yeah.
Well, we're in prison, man. This is nothing but an insane asylum out over here, man. If you keep on thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna finally get that business. I'm just finally get my truck company going. I'm gonna finally get my restaurant going. You know what I mean? Hey, this place is set for destruction, man. Even the elite are moving. Type in or go to Google at any time. Not you, but just any person going and say how many billionaires have left America. Oh, you could type it. You can type it. I know you don't have to. I'm just saying, just in general. Type in how many billionaires left America.
yeah,
You'll see a lot of billionaires left America. So this place is
Bill
done.
Gates is in China now. There's Zuckerberg is they've all
Well, just
They
type
fled.
it. See what's
They
what
fled.
you got.
hey.
Yeah.
And basically though they just fulfilling prophecy because
Mhm.
they have to be here to bring back their nation.
Oh yeah.
Right. The elite. These elites. Yeah.
Yep.
First fruits of slavery. Yeah.
Mhm.
First fruits of slavery. Though.
Moses said this about the tribe of Judah. Hear the cry of Judah and bring them together as people.
I like it because what it said we were a no people, but in the land where it said you are not a people, there should be told that you are the people of the living power. Oh, let me get that.
Hosea. Yeah, really that was the northern kingdom, but it did.
It goes into the whole
into the
12
12
tribes. Yeah.
Give them strength to defend their cause.
Ooh, to defend the cause. Keep going.
Yeah.
Help them against their enemies.
Man.
Yeah.
And we have
Yeah,
it.
it's
That's
spirit.
for sure, man.
Yeah, it's spirit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spirit. Come on. It's gonna help us against our enemies.
Yeah, because
Right.
it tells you Psalm 83rd chapter gives a list of enemies. And
Right.
it's all these nations, man. And
Right.
who's that?
Starting with Esau.
Starting with Esau.
Esau, Edom. Hosea, chapter 1 and verse 10. I start at 10. It says, in Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10, it says, yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in that place where
Right.
it was said, unto them, ye are not my people.
Right, and that place is right here, so-called America.
Right.
What is it called? Us? Niggas, spicks, wetbacks, you know, tontos.
You know, was that scripture says,
Yeah.
you shall be a proverb and a
Bible, yep.
Yeah,
going back to the
Deuteronomy
verses.
28.
37, yep.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 28 tells you that, yeah. Proverbs.
Want to get it real quick, brother, for that, brother? Real quick, Deuteronomy 38:27. You got
While he's getting
you got
that,
that?
Deuteronomy
38:27 for that verse.
38.
yep. Hey, it says an estimated 4,820 wealthy Americans formally renounced their citizenship recently.
Damn.
100, it said 128.
No,
4,820 wealthy Americans.
14,000?
4,820.
Damn, 40,000. That's still a lot, though.
It says following an ongoing upward trend in millionaire expatriation, while the U.S. still retains roughly 37% of the world's millionaires, thousands of high net worth individuals have relocated abroad by securing golden visas or second passports. It says this part I really wanted to get. Official expatriations, the number of high net worth individuals giving up their U.S. passports increased by 48% in a single year.
Damn.
That was
Well,
the increase.
Well, you ain't gonna need it because you didn't. Hey, pretty soon you're not gonna be able to fly anywhere anyway. So they'll give up their passport. I mean, you don't need it. They're gonna go wherever they get, and they don't need the U.S. passport anymore because a lot of places you're not gonna be able to fly. It's gonna be no fly zones, no drive zone. It's gonna be complete. What was it called?
We got the 15-minute cities.
15-minute city, but you're gonna have
Martial law.
Martial law, yeah. There you go.
People like that, though, their chips will have actually access to that ability to move.
Yeah. They of course they will. I'm just saying
Yeah.
they don't need it anyway. In general, they ain't gonna need it because they're gonna shut down everything. Oh.
Got the other torch, brother. I think that was out of juice.
So you good? You got it?
It's Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Oh no, let me finish this one. It says that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there it was said.
There it shall be said.
Well, hold on. Not my people. It shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. Right? Yahweh Bashim Shai. So you said just what's coming. But it says, then shall the children of Judah.
We'll start off with Israel because Israel.
Right, yeah, but it's not just it. See right here, it says 11. It says, and then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel, right? Like you said, it's America, Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, in a place where we're oppressed together, right?
They'll get that for you real quick, brother. What they were calling us. They weren't calling us the Israelites.
Okay, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 37, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations. With the Lord Yahweh shall
They scatter you, yeah. He lead you, yeah. He scattered us. Wherever he lead us, wherever he sent us to. Yeah.
Niggas, wetbacks, spicks, tontos, all that.
Right. And then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together, like you said, and appointed themselves one head. Going back to the King David, yeah. And they shall come up out of the land for great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Right.
The righteous son of the righteous.
Jezreel means planted.
Oh, planted.
Right?
Okay.
Right, because that should come up. How are we going to come up? In a chariot.
Chariot, yeah.
Man.
Oh, it's basically saying you sprout like a plant.
Yeah,
planted.
I think in the next chapter it says, I will plant them, back in the land. So.
Right, huh? Go ahead.
Did you want that?
Yeah.
Matthew? Okay.
Yeah.
It's Matthew verse 11 and verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence.
Oh, yeah, see, and that's what we're going to. We're going to come a time of violence, right? Race wars, class wars, hunger wars, right? The lack of thereof, should I say? Lack of the food, lack of thereof of a food. People are going to be fighting.
That's right.
But the first thing is this whole thing of them rousing up Judah, man, coming up with all these racial tensions, man, saying a bunch of things that they're gonna regret real soon because they think they got it. They got it in the bag. Oh, we have these laser weapons, we have this. The government's on our side. We have this, we have all these different things. You got you got the amendments, the 14th Amendment, you got all these different things. Hey, but you now realize, hey, we have the Most High on our side. We have angels, bands and bands of angels that's gonna come and defend us. Right? Go ahead.
Oh. And the violence taken by force.
And the violent.
The violent.
Violent taken by force.
Yeah, Esau is normally known as the most violent,
Mhm.
but when the Lord puts his spirit upon us, we're gonna be the violent, right? We're gonna be the violent, you know?
Mhm.
You know?
Put my spirit on them, and they shall do violence.
Yeah.
You're going
Matter
back
of fact,
to
go
Balaam.
ahead.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll go back to, you want me to go back to Zechariah?
Yeah. You need there was a Zechariah was a 9 and 12. Get Jeremiah 51 and 19. Go ahead.
You want me to go? Okay, hold on. Right, can I grab this precept real quick,
Go
brother?
ahead.
This is the vision of Balaam. This is Numbers chapter 24 and verse, I'm gonna start in verse 16. It says, he has said, which heard the words of the Most High and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty,
Right.
falling into a trance, but having his eyes open.
Right.
It says, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There should come a star out of Jacob, and a scepter to rise out of Israel.
The star being Yahweh Shai.
Right?
The scepter, basically Yahweh Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And shall smite the corners of Moab
Right.
and destroy all the children of Sheth.
Yeah.
It says, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his, it says,
Yeah.
for his enemies.
Well, they're gonna be what? A possession,
Right? It says,
Going
and,
into all you nations, you're gonna be a possession unto us.
right? It says, and Israel shall do valiantly.
Violently, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, warriors. That's when you go into that
Valiantly.
valiantly. That goes into being a warrior.
Yep.
Right? You look it up.
It says, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion.
Hey,
Listen,
Ooh.
and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city.
Ooh. Come on. That's beautiful.
That was that left uppercut.
Right. Right.
You want me to go back to Zechariah
Right.
14? I didn't finish it, bro.
That reminded me of one.
Another precept?
Oh yeah. That reminded me. Get Isaiah, is it 25 and start at 2.
Let me read this real quick. It says
Okay.
valiantly is an adverb that means acting with heroic courage,
Right.
bravery, or determination, especially in the face of a difficult situation, danger, or
that's what we're gonna be
steep
in.
odds.
That's what
What
we're
kind of
in.
odds, bro?
Steep odds. That's us.
Fighting uphill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's us.
Yeah.
Because they got all the weapons. They got
Yeah,
everything.
robots,
They got robots. They got it
AI.
all, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's gonna look
Man.
like it's gonna look like you can't win.
Yeah,
But you
we're
gonna
gonna
win.
We're gonna win.
You
Yeah.
know, that's all gonna put that warlike energy.
Yeah. I'm gonna get into that
Yeah,
too.
get it to okay. Come on.
Oh, you got that? Oh yeah. Let him get that. Oh yeah, he's getting that, ain't that?
Zechariah 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think no.
Isaiah
Is that
59.
59?
That's
19.
Yeah, get Isaiah 59, 19, blue letter, so we can get that warlike energy because it goes into the spirit when it talks about the spirit,
The Rakah.
the Rakah. Yep, the Rakah. When you go into the blue letter.
Those definitions.
You said 59?
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
59 and 19.
Yeah,
Got it. This is NLT or KJV?
it's in the KJV. Especially when you read it, when you go into the blue letter.
It says Isaiah 59:19.
You might as well just go into the blue letter, like click in there and then hit the thing for the transliteration, and then you can still read it. Watch it. You click it, hit the thing, and then it'll be up here at the top. See right there, you can still read it, and then you slide down.
Shows you a trick, brother.
Just mansplain the blue letter to me.
Right.
It says, so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Right, yes. And that's Esau, man. They're gonna come in against us. That's why they're doing, you know, they race, what's called race baiting, right? They're trying to bait you, they're trying to bait you in to fight, they're trying to bait you in to do these different things. They even this whole thing with like I said, with this Asian guy, with this Chinese dude, whatever it is, him killing the Jake and getting off, but then Jake, was it Carmelo Anthony, he defended himself, but then he's guilty. So that's basically what they're doing is race baiting. They're trying to see if the things will happen like it happened in the time of the O.J. Simpson trial. Remember, they let them people off, and L.A. just went crazy. So that's what they're hoping, right? That way they can come in and, you know, like a flood. They can bring these things and be order out of control.
It's similar to like back in the days when a fight would start, where you keep shoving because you want the other person to swing first.
Right.
And essentially, Esau thinks he's prepared, but he needs you to swing first,
Right.
so that he can justify the level of carnage he intends to bring down upon you.
Well, it says his words are smoother than butter,
Right.
but words in his heart. He knows, like you said, that's his intention.
Yeah.
He already has his intention, but
He's
he
ready.
wants you to swing.
Yeah.
He wants you to, so he can have a reason.
And he can
come down
justify why he's, you know,
coming in.
like matter of fact, a good example is what happened on October with the nickel hats,
Right.
where a couple
Most
of
likely
them
it was them.
met a bad right. Oh, without a doubt, you
Most
can't.
likely it was them.
Their security is
Trump
worse
type,
than
yeah.
So that
Worse than
was
the
an
prison.
intentional
You can't get
thing, and so for 12,000, they met that with 20, 30, 50,000 people.
Well, they wiped their
Displaced an entire
the whole city.
You know what I mean?
Displaced all
Right.
the Palestinians.
But they needed that to happen so that they could initiate what they were already preparing to do.
Oh, the G siding. Yeah, yeah.
Right,
the G
right.
siding. Yeah,
You know what I mean? But they couldn't have started it and had the world look at them initially like, yeah, you guys got every right to defend you. Now the world's looking at them like, you guys are pieces of shit.
Right.
But initially, the whole world was like, you guys have a right to defend, even though you've kept an open air prison for 75 years, you have a right to defend yourself.
Right.
Wait, what?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So they justified one by initiating another, and then after that,
going overboard.
yeah,
But
just
when
went
they-
all out. Yeah,
and that's
killed all the prisoners. You know
That's what
I
the
mean?
scripture said. They basically went overboard.
They furthered the
Further
affliction.
the affliction. And then also that's what Apostle Hart said. What they're going to come against us is going to be basically ethnic cleansing. That's what they're thinking. They're going to do an ethnic cleansing.
But even with that situation with Jake, you know, like I said, who's gonna rouse him up? The Lord, right? You know, that even Jacob, man, goes off. You know, there's no reason why he had to go to the other team's tent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With a fucking knife. I mean, he went in his mind. He had fucking murder.
Yeah.
Fucking stabbed him in the chest. You know how hard it is to get a knife through the breastplate. God damn. You know, so I mean, like you said, but that's the Lord. The Lord doing it, so he can rouse up all these race
And they said there were
war
other,
mentality, man.
yeah, they said there were other extenuating circumstances. Like that dude had been bullying him for a
Oh,
while.
Con.
And that dude was actually, he wasn't even supposed to be there. He was suspended. You know what I mean? There was a lot of information, you know, and that's that, that the American judicial system
they
is
try to
wicked as
Right,
hell.
no, I got it.
Because they're like, oh no, you
But
can't
Jake not
bring
innocent,
that
though.
into evidence. Oh
No,
no,
we're not
by no means he's innocent. But that dude shouldn't even been there. He was suspended, but you can't bring that in as evidence in the. You know what I mean?
In the
That's
trial.
clearly something
that's
that's.
the
you
The
know,
Lord,
Yeah.
the Lord.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the Lord.
oh without a doubt.
Yeah, because you had no business being there. You're
Right.
suspended.
Right.
So if you're not there, then you don't die.
Yeah.
What about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't like to say that.
No, they're not
Right.
gonna say that.
No,
Right.
I mean he's
If you-
he's
you're-
the
you're
complexion
where you're
of the
supposed to be at.
connection for the protection.
Right.
So
Yeah, the complexion
for
or
the protection.
or no complexion, right?
Yeah.
Right. The red guy for the protection, right? You're
But
red.
it goes all the way back to Cain and the
Right.
protection that was put on Cain.
Right, the mark.
Can't harm, but that is slowly beginning to dissolve now.
Right.
We're coming into a
Waxing
time
away,
where
yeah.
that protection is being removed off of
Yeah,
them.
because the Lord getting ready to
Right.
judge Cain.
Yeah,
You know?
it's almost that time.
Almost that time.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Which one you want?
Right there. Two, start two.
Okay.
Isaiah.
Isaiah
Oh, you
20.
want me to finish the 59?
Yeah, he didn't even get into it.
Oh, he didn't even get into it?
No.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It says, "When the enemy shall come in like a flood,
Mhm.
the spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard
Right.
against him."
Right, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Shai is going to lift up a standard.
Yep.
Right?
What did you want me to get
Standard.
out of
Sta-
there?
Go to spirit
Standard.
first.
The spirit?
Go
Yeah.
spirit
Yeah,
first.
because standards, we'll get it. A way out. You know, a way of
Oh.
escape. Standard.
Standard, yeah, standard.
Yep, yep,
But you got to start spirit to get that warlike spirit, because he's going to raise the spirit, right? Because that's what's going to be, you know, what you're going to ultimately get. It's going to be that you started spirit, and then
Lock it.
and then you could go to standard,
Come.
because that's what happens, you know. Because like you said, would you read that one when it talked about a tumult? The tumult said something about it being a emotional, chaotic,
Yeah.
and what happens in emotion, chaos? It puts a certain spirit on you, right? So this is what the Lord said He's going to do in this emotional, chaotic period. He's going to put a spirit on the children of Israel, Yasha Allah, right? Go ahead.
So this is spirit. It's H7307.
Strong's H7307. Ruach.
Yeah, Rakah.
Ruach. It's wind, breath, mind, spirit of heaven, quarter of wind, side, breath of air, gas, vein, empty thing. Spirit as that which breatheth quickly in animation or agitation.
Right, yeah. During when you're talking about chaotic, it said in the definition of tumult, it's a chaotic emotional period. So when you got agitation, you're in a chaotic emotional period. So you're gonna have agitation, what?
Spirit, animation,
Yeah.
vivacity, vigor, courage,
Right?
temper.
So the Lord's gonna, like you said, it seems like you're gonna lose. It's like we're fighting an upward battle, but the Lord's gonna put a certain courage on you. Keep fighting, keep
Right.
doing what you need to do.
We got to make it clear too, though, because at first, when they first break out, the race riots, the elect's not going to be involved.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
the 2/3. Yeah. But the Lord gonna put a spirit on the 2/3.
On them too, yeah. They're just not going to get the spiritual power.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, but the Lord, Jake got some shit. Hey, Jake, the Lord gonna put something on. Hey, maybe not like
They're going to get down. They're going to get down.
Yeah, the Lord gonna put something on him though.
Jake whoop ass now.
Yeah.
Again, you see a big giant Edomite and Jake putting hands
Man,
on
I
him.
just seen a video where
Well,
Jake.
the shit that might actually bring out with the point where Jake beat Nas, and then they got to bring out
Yeah.
the robots
Oh, yeah.
and
Right.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
What, and that's when they're gonna realize that's when the elect, the ones get spiritual power is gonna have to step up, right?
And that
That's
makes
what-
perfect sense too, what you just said, because a lot of times Jake don't defend himself against that.
Right? Because
So when Jake do defend himself, them folks can't handle it.
right,
Jake be putting the flu flops on them and shit.
right, because it went into it says, and Judah shall have his hand in the neck of his enemy.
Right,
That's
right.
not just talking about the elect.
No.
That's
no.
talking about
Yeah.
that's all
I just
together.
wanna
It's
make
gonna be
that
all
point.
12 tribes. Yeah,
Make that-
yeah. Done.
So I don't know how much of
Keep going.
you wanted.
Keep going.
in the middle.
It's in the middle. You can just go to it.
Warlike
It should
energy.
share the warlike energy. You can just
Better.
go right to it.
H, maybe, I don't know.
It's right there. It should be there right there. Cause I did a lesson on it yesterday.
Get the one above it, and then the where it says warlike energy. You see it?
Um,
Got it.
I
was looking.
Yeah, she tell you
59.
war
That's
like
standard.
energy.
Go back to the.
I got it.
We got it, okay.
I'll start above it as impelling prophet to utter instruction or warning.
Right.
That's a good one.
Right, yeah, because the prophets are uttering the utterance of warning, right? So we're putting out the prophesying the end from the beginning. We're telling you what's going to happen. That's what prophet mean, right? Tell you what's going to happen before it happens, right?
Says
You know?
imparting warlike energy and executive or administrative power.
Right.
That's gonna be the elect, though. But you
Right,
said though,
that's
you
the
know, 2/3 they may get.
They can get busy. I was gonna say I seen a 2/3 do a flip off like a balcony, and then land on his feet. Like it looked like he should have hurt himself, but he landed perfect. Like, bro, I was like, it looked amazing, bro.
Well, look at what these athletes do, bro. They're 2/3.
Thirds, yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, they do some amazing stuff.
Yeah, because this could
Usain-
even be
Usain
separated.
Bolt's, yeah, all these different.
This one part right here can actually be separated into the 2/3 and the
And the
elect, because the warlike energy can go to the basic ones, but that executive or administrative power, you know what I mean? That power to, you know what I mean? That's like, you know, like the top dude, he tells everybody else
What to do?
what
yeah.
to do. And then he can show, you know what I mean, hey, the levels of, like, if you ever watch anime, the top dude will stand there and watch the other cats get busy, but then he might, boom, blast out a bolt of lightning or whatever, you know what I mean? So it could actually separate as well,
Right.
you know? And then them other ones that, you know, because it's going to take a level of energy even for the 2/3 to get at this devil, man.
Yeah.
Right.
This devil has been preparing, like we
Oh,
see
yeah.
all the time. He's out there in the woods. He's got his fight clubs
Yeah,
now.
little
He's
kids,
doing right,
Little kids,
Right.
man.
right,
Pinpoint,
man. Pinpoint accuracy. Jay
that
gonna have
shit,
to
videos?
dodge that shit and get at their ass.
Yeah.
It's going, you know. So
Yeah.
he's gonna, you know. But then you want me to get on to what?
That was good.
I thought you wanted me from the spirit. You wanted me to go to.
The standard.
And so the standard is.
Because you got to think of what we're gonna do when the Lord put on a warlike energy upon us, and then these like I said, executive, power. Like you're gonna have this power, you know what I'm saying, and that power is gonna allow you to do what?
So this is H5127,
5127.
and it's
News.
noose. It says to flee, escape, to take flight, depart, disappear, to fly to the attack on
Right.
horseback,
Whew,
to
right,
drive at,
right, yeah, cause hey, fly, hey,
to
drive,
put to flight.
hey, and that's what Jake needs to be doing. To put 10,000. What it says?
One to 1,000.
One should put 1,000.
10 to 10,000.
Put 2,000.
Yeah, I forget exactly.
Okay, you must get that.
To look that up, I forgot exactly. You get that? One should put 1,000 to flight. It should come up.
Once you put it down, yeah.
I believe it's in
Might be Deuteronomy.
it is
It's
somewhere.
in Deuteronomy.
Yeah, Deuteronomy 32 and 30.
Got it? You want me to get it? You got
Yeah,
it.
but if I could beat you there.
Nah, I already got it.
You already got room?
How should one chase 1,000?
You got it. These guys are
and two
both.
put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and Yahweh had shut them up.
Right.
Rewind it one more
One
time.
more time, yeah.
It says Deuteronomy 32, and I'm going to jump in at 28. It says, "For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they should understand this, that they would consider their latter end."
Right.
This was what was going on to us.
Oh,
You know what I mean? But it's the role reversal
Yeah,
that's going to take
it's gonna
place.
be- it's gonna be the other way around.
The other way around, yeah.
Yeah, it says, "How should one chase 1,000 and put them, and two, put 10,000 to, except their rock had sold them and Yahweh had shut them up. And that's why I was saying too, like when Jake don't fight back right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, when Jake did even the lesser, the 2/3, so that when they turn up and get the fighting back, yeah, Esau's gonna have to break out some special stuff.
Mhm.
He's not
Right.
He
Right.
always did.
right. Yeah,
Which he's always did. Back
Right.
in the time of Gat,
right.
he had to bring out the
The
Gatling gun.
Gatling gun, right?
Yeah, he always had to come
And what did Amalek have to do? Have to go behind
Right, right.
Get
With the hinder
yeah,
part.
yeah,
the hinder part,
Yeah.
man.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sickly and the elderly.
Yeah.
The young
Just
children,
devils
yeah.
a coward, man.
And they ain't built like that. You know what I mean? He's a smart coward because he knows head up, he ain't doing nothing with you. So, you know, even in Jake's lower state, it's still hard for them to handle Jake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is that right now? Yeah, I read it. You want to read it again? You want to read it again, bro?
No, if you read it, I mean, that's
Okay. Go on.
I was just asking if you did that, the kingdom has himself divided.
Yeah, he brought it up.
The violence, yeah, the violence, yeah,
You
yeah.
want
Jack- Yeah, I just said, because yeah, the violence is normally Esau, but yeah, we're gonna be that violent now.
You want that Jeremiah?
Yeah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them,
Right,
for he is the former of all things.
right. So yeah, all these things were created by us, you know. Like I said, was it country western blues, rock and roll, you know, all these things were created by us. Rap, jazz, right? R&B, soul, everything was created, but all these things were created by us,
Mhm.
right? You don't have the dishwasher, you don't have the elevator, you know what I mean? You don't have and the refrigerator. The refrigerator was created by Jay, right? Right. Yeah, moonshine. Yeah, you don't have drink. You don't have basic everything you use on your basic everyday thing. Hey, well, what was it? The cell phone, right? The cell phone, the computer.
And what's that
Everything's
song?
created
He's the
by
best. Who's that?
EJ Cali.
He's the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah,
bro.
everything you use. Oh, the home alarm system,
TV.
which was created. The home alarm system was created by a black woman, huh? Right?
Color TV, right?
What is Jake created out
Yeah, I
of?
don't know.
I
Necessity.
think it's a car.
You know?
Oh, is it
I
correct?
believe
Yeah,
so, if I'm not incorrect. Yeah. Hey, good
Yeah.
sex. That's
Hey,
big.
that was a gift.
yeah.
Hey, Jake did it on the both sides. Hey, Jake strapped up.
But yeah. Hey, medicine. Henrietta Lacks. They basically took her cells, and every medicine that's out there is a tribute to this so-called black woman who everybody's calling niggers, and you hate. Without these niggers, your life will be hell, bro. Your life will be bland. You wouldn't have music. You wouldn't have medicine.
Because
She
everything
wouldn't have
they
good
did
sex.
to her was without any anesthesia. All that they didn't no anesthesia for her.
Right.
You know what I mean? She suffered.
I'm telling the truth, brother.
Hey, ain't nobody argue with you.
Jeremiah 51, verse 19 again. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Right.
The Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts is his name.
Rod being what rulership. When we're gonna claim these other nations, man. We're gonna put you into possession, right? You're gonna be our possession, right? The rod. We're gonna be the what? What was it? Go ahead.
The rod of his inheritance. The
Uh-huh.
Lord Yahweh Shema Shah of hosts is his
Right,
name.
because that was Esau. Like he said, it's going to be reversed. Because right, Esau is the Syrian, the rod of his anger. But now the rod of the Lord's anger is going to be Jacob. Right, we're gonna come through and bash these nations into subjection. Right, but we're gonna back in and read it again.
Go on, you want to read the whole thing again? No, verse 20. Select it.
No, right here. It's gonna be
Okay. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Mhm.
The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah of hosts is
Right,
his
there
name.
you go. That's what you want to do. Yahweh Bashem Shah, host many armies. So the Lord, everything is the Lord's army. The Lord can make anything, anywhere attack on his behalf. But the Lord said that you're going to be as the rod of his inheritance. Oh, King, was it Jeremiah? Jeremiah 51 and 9? 19?
Okay,
Jeremiah 51 and 19?
Threshing.
Right.
I still haven't finished that Zechariah 14.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, I just want to let you know.
You want me to read that?
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jeremiah 51 and 19. It says, the
No,
portion.
No, that brother just
I
read
just
that.
read that.
No, it's we talking about where
51 and 19? No, did you read 51 and 19?
yeah, he just read that.
Oh, Con, I'm sorry.
Did you go all the way through
No.
20?
Yeah, I was
No,
about to
no.
ask him, did you want me
No,
to read
Zechariah 9 and 12.
You
Right,
want
let
me
him
to
thought-
read
take
I thought
20
you-
out too.
Okay, go ahead. Read that 20. No, that's what I meant. Zechariah 9 and 12.
All right.
Read it.
But I thought I gave you Zechariah 9
You
and
might
12.
even read it in the NLT. It reads better.
Yeah, Con.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Zechariah 9
yeah.
and 12.
Yeah, I just gotta go.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go to 20.
Con?
Because I thought I gave you,
It's all over
You
the
got
place.
to give him. Yeah.
yeah, I
I
got
thought you wanted the one where I will make him my threshing. That's Jeremiah 50 though.
Oh, you could, you that.
It's Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Con. And
What's
that's
that?
Jeremiah 51 and 20.
20.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what. Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get to that. But I was,
I'll read it again.
yeah,
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war,
right.
for with thee will I break in pieces the
Right.
nations.
Yeah, see, that's where it's coming to.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
God.
the Lord's going to allow us to break in pieces these nations.
God.
So, like you said, Esau think he has it, but it's like you said, it's going to seem like it's a no-win situation. We're fighting a battle uphill, but the Lord's going to put that spirit, and then things are just going to start happening. He's going to put that warlike spirit on us. Hey, and miracles going to happen. You're going to be able to disappear, reappear.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Did you get into that when you went into that standard? Yeah, disappear, reappear. Because even Yahweh Shai did that in the time when they're
trying to chase
when they're
him
trying to grab him
off the mountain.
they're gonna
Yeah.
push him off,
Anything.
and he basically
disappeared,
disappeared. Yeah, he walked in between them, walked out of there.
Probably walked through a wall, man. You don't know. I mean, I'm saying.
No, they were outside.
Yeah, but he probably walked back inside or something. You
Yeah,
know, we don't know. You know, he just
yeah, he just probably just disappeared, just
Walked away.
walked away.
walked away. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck ass niggas. Oh.
yeah, he just disappeared and moved through him. I mean,
God.
not to mention if you think about what the you know, the Lord got different ways, you know, because you know, the Lord even can make his face look like someone else, right? Remember when he was walking on the path with those two guys? They thought he was someone else. Remember?
Yeah. They couldn't
They
recognize.
couldn't recognize. He probably made his face look like somebody
yeah,
else.
Yeah.
Or at
So where have you been? It's you know,
Yeah,
because he said, don't you know what's going on
yeah,
these times?
right.
He goes, what things? He's you know,
Yeah, he played along,
play along. Yeah.
That's also why the scriptures tells you, you know, hey, to be careful because you don't know when you might be entertaining angels.
Right, huh?
You know?
And with thee will I
Right, yeah.
destroy kingdoms.
Right. See, so all these kingdoms. So even though everybody's popping shit, hey, all your kingdoms are going to come to an end, right? You have the Psalms 83. Guess what? You're all those enemies. All your kingdoms are coming to an end, right?
Okay. Verse 21. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Same thing
Right.
about Pharaoh,
Right.
the horse and his rider. And this time it's going to be you.
The modern day Pharaoh,
Esau.
Esau. Yeah. Right. Going into their power structure, right? Going into your tanks, your you know, whatever you use as a vehicle, because those were weapons of war. The what do you call the chariots that they had? They were weapons of war. You know, when you could sit on the chariot, and drove by somebody, you could drive them through. You're higher up, or, that chariot kind of blocks you.
Yeah.
It kind of protects you. They have their tanks.
You have the high ground.
You have the high ground, yeah.
It's like, remember in Star Wars when he said, "You lost, Anakin. I got the high ground." Remember that?
Yeah.
And the idiot tried to-
Yeah, because that's the best place to ever have. When you go to war, that's mostly what they will want. They will want the high
the
ground.
high ground. Yep.
And they also, though, in the chariot, you got mobility, you got speed, you know what I mean? And like if you ever watched that the 300, they had things on the side of them chariots too, where they
With
would
the
slice
chops, like
people
people,
in
yeah.
half. Yeah. So yeah, chariot. And so now your modern day chariot would be a tank.
Yeah.
But then even that's obsolete now to a degree, you know what I mean? Because the missiles is bad motherfucker.
Right.
But the tank, you got that, the massive.
Well, they got
cannon,
the tank, the Humvees.
machine
They got
gun.
the different vehicles that they use. Yeah, and then you said
Them Rams
the
get
drones.
boy, them
The
things-
drone, the modern day. Well, the new modern day way of war is changed. The modern day war is drones now.
missiles, drones.
Drones. Well, it told you that. They just said that. They said that because of what Iran did to America,
Yeah.
that it changed the it changed the war forever.
War, yeah.
And the main thing that they're looking for is to bring in drones, cheap made drones, cheap and efficient drones, because that's basically what Iran did. They had cheap drones, but they worked efficiently. So then you were able to go out and use it. And if you did lose one, you lost a minimum amount of money.
Yeah.
And then
$20,000,
you're able to slap one back together, put some more out there, and that's where the modern warfare is going to go. So the drones is the way war is going now.
And they have the full example of that also with these ships that America has. They can't get within 500 kilometers of the shore, or they'll get pelted with rockets. You know what I mean?
Well,
so
that's what
all
they
of that
saying,
modern
drones.
warfare, they can't bring to bear on things like they used to. They used to be able to sit off the side of your country and bombard you with all kinds of But they try that now. Iran will light their ass on
Well,
fire.
they did already. Yeah, they showed them.
Hey, can you grab read precept real quick? You can break it down, brother. Wisdom Psalm 5 and 17.
Come.
Real quick. I don't know if you have it on your list. You?
No.
Just real quick, brother. You can get it.
Come.
It's just because he's going to use he's going to use the creature for his weapon, the Lord, brother. Wisdom Psalm 5 and 17.
I'm there.
Okay.
This is Wisdom of Solomon 5 and verse 17. It says, "He shall take to him his jealousy to complete armor, and make the creature his weapon for the revenge of his enemies."
Ooh, you hear that?
Yeah. Because even certain animals that they have like when the Lord mentioned Leviathan has like a skin you can't pierce through, right? So it said like armor. So these animals got different type of skin.
Even if you look at the insects, they all have their own little mechanisms.
Right.
That is
Defense
extraordinary,
mechanism,
bro.
yeah,
And the thing, imagine when the elect get the power,
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
change.
have all
They
that. They're
can
gonna be able
use
to
different animals, different skills.
different skills.
Different skills from the animals and different. Yeah. Hey, but even you got it says the animal newly created beast. When it
Yeah.
talks about that, yeah.
Yeah,
But that creature
everything's
really-
smaller now.
that's
So like
crazy.
even
Yeah.
when you
Spitting out
look at
sparks
the
and tempers. It
insects,
says spitting out things from their eyes.
But that
can
creature
you imagine a wasp like that size?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I don't want to. But yeah.
Yeah. But any of those different creatures that we encounter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you go like
You know?
the rainforest and the
Yeah.
Amazon.
Oh yeah, we're
Big
The
ass
big ass
ants, big ass spiders, big ass
They
bees.
got a poisonous ant.
Yeah.
oh, they got many.
Yeah.
Yeah, red ant out here is just something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got an ant that I was watching a documentary about that. They had an ant that bite. It's poisonous. People be
Can it carry like I forget how much?
50 times more
Yeah,
than their
So
weight.
when the elect be able to
Yeah.
pick up a tank and throw it around.
Right.
Like
Oh,
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. And even though Vocab he got offended by that, right?
Because it says the creature, really that creature speaking about
The elect.
the elect, yeah.
Yeah.
But the Lord can use anything. Can send a swarm of bees, can
Yeah, but
hyenas. You know what I'm saying?
okay, come on. Read start again.
What you want that?
Where'd you read? Where you at?
Wisdom of Solomon?
Yeah.
It says, Wisdom of Solomon 5:17. He shall take to him his jealousy for complete armor.
Oh yeah, basically saying because he said he's gonna give us his anger.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put his anger so that his jealousy
Right.
for an armor.
Ezekiel 25.
Right, yeah, right, yeah. Okay, come on. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, go ahead.
And make the creature his weapon
Right.
for the
Which you did,
revenge.
yeah,
Right.
for the revenge. Right, yeah.
Of his enemies.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate and true judgment instead of a helmet.
For revenge. Wait, no, sorry, what you said?
That's it.
Revenge.
Yeah, the revenge of his enemies. Next verse.
Oh, the next one. Okay, go ahead.
The next verse is he shall put on righteousness as a breastplate
Right.
and
Okay.
true judgment
Right.
instead of a helmet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. 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 Going into the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, putting it all on, because the Lord tells you that put on the whole armor. Yeah.
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 Ephesians 6. Yeah.
You got that.
Matter of fact, I'll just get these 19 and 20. It says, he shall take holiness for an invincible shield.
Right.
His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise.
Right.
Who's
Yeah.
the wise?
Right.
Fucking
Esau.
man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Esau's you're the unwise man,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an unwise thing to
Pick a fight with Yahweh.
With your side. Yeah.
Your arms is too short.
Yeah, because that's also which they don't understand that's what they're doing. But that makes you that's the point because you're unwise. It says that the simple the wicked shall not understand.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
They don't know
They
what
don't
he's getting into,
understand.
man.
They don't know what they're getting into. They're gonna open a can of worm that hey once you open it up, you can't put it back.
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box.
You know, once you open it,
What they
can't
say,
be
a
closed.
can of whoop ass, gonna open up a can of whoop ass. You can't put it back in.
Yeah, Esau's been it's like a fighter. He's training, trying to go against the champion. He don't know what to get into.
Yeah, you know what he get into. Yeah. Like trying to go fight against Bud Crawford. Yeah, them over
They
there.
don't know what to
Get
get into.
into. Yeah. Even dude said when Bud Crawford was fighting, he said it was like when he came back out, he changed his style the next round. And so he couldn't get a hold of his rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because normally what you do is you fight and you get a hold of the person's rhythm. Okay, now I know so then you fight your
Tendencies and stuff.
your tendency. But then he said the dude came and did it different, and he was like, oh, he could never get a hold, and that's how we're gonna be. We're gonna be able where you can't ever get a hold of what we're able to do, right? You know?
In that day, even if you can,
Yeah, it's gonna help you, but
just
just
let you figure it
just-
out. So you still get stomped out.
Bro. Yep.
hey, but why we do that? When you're meditating terror, and that time, and you could do like you said, you could do all sorts of things. Hey,
Mhm.
just like the chariots can change sizes,
Yeah.
go big, go small. You'll
Yeah.
be able to do those things.
They
Go
just
big, yeah.
move
We
around.
said
you know?
run like the stubble.
Oh, yeah.
Sparks across the
Yeah.
stubble.
Yeah.
Hey, you're gonna be able to run fast.
Hey,
Yeah.
what prophet was that outran the chariot back
Ezekiel.
to the city? Ezekiel.
No, Elijah.
It was Elijah. I'm not
Elijah.
Elijah.
Okay.
Yeah, Elijah. I mean Elijah. Yeah.
I'll get in the NLT, brother.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
God.
you gotta let you go.
I know he's gonna do it.
Isaiah, it was like Ephesians 6 verse 11 in the NLT, put on all of Yahweh's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against the tragedies.
Strategies.
God, I'll read it again.
Isn't that in the same chapter, bro? Slap real quick. You got stubble. Sparks from the stubble. I believe it's up. I believe so.
What do you mean? I'm out of it. I can go
Oh
back.
no, I'm just saying. I just wondered.
I think it was in there too.
Yeah, it's up above. It was in Psalm 5. Since our brother mentioned that, you should like sparks amongst the stubble, that's heavy, man, because that's gonna be the elect having that
The
spiritual
power, yeah.
spiritual power.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ephesians 6 verse 11 in NLT, put on all
Or
of
it might be in
Yahweh.
the third chapter. I'm sorry, brother.
You good, brother? You good? You good?
I'm sorry.
You good, brother? You all right?
I don't have my phone.
Put on all of Yahweh's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all the strategies of the devil.
Yeah. So yeah, you got to put on all the armor of Yahweh Bashem Shai, so that way you can survive the
Yeah,
strategies
it's in 3 and 7.
of the devil,
God.
which the devil is what Esau Edom, right?
That's
The
like,
British is holding ultimately this whole city, this system, because when it comes to the micro CHIP, it's going to be worldwide, right? There's no place you can't go that these devils ain't going to have you under surveillance, have you under this, intense scrutiny as far as obeying that new world order, man, right? That Novus Ordo Seclorum, right?
I'm done.
You know,
Okay.
but mainly what that destruction is for America,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's where the Lord's anger is at, is mostly
The second death.
the second death is talking about America, right? Go ahead. Did you read that? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 7. And I'll start at 6. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitations, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks amongst the stubble.
And our time, that time is now at the end.
Right.
The end where the Lord's gonna have to, he's gonna have to defend us. Something's gonna have
Lift up that
miraculous.
standard,
Yeah, he's gonna lift up a standard. Something miraculous has to happen in order to deliver us, to keep us safe.
Yeah.
Because the Lord even said, he said,
It's got to be divine
Take-
intervention.
gonna be divine intervention. He said, what did he say? He said, keep them because they're in the world.
Keep them in the world.
Keep them in the world.
Does not
We're not. They're not of the world, or
Right.
something like that.
John
Because
17.
because we're here, but we're gonna go through things. We're gonna go through things because we have to go through the hour of temptation.
Oh, yeah. The final test.
We're in the world, but not of the world. But that's not the one I'm talking about. I was talking about when the Lord said to basically he was telling the Lord to keep them, to protect them. For he has what he said, I have given them
That's
thy name.
17. He's in the
Oh,
right
that's
chapter.
it. That's in it. Okay.
John 17.
Yes, I've given them their name to basically keep them, right? And that's where we're at, man. Because we're gonna go through the trials and tribulations. You have to go through when it says the trial. You have to test it. You just string it. It says try you like gold. It's try you like in the furnace.
And that's what that said that I just read, that they'd be tried like gold and shine.
Right,
And then, given that stability afterwards, hey, they're going to represent.
right.
But I got that John 17.
But
I'll jump in here at
17 maybe? No?
14, because it's in 15. I pray. So I'll start at 14. It says, I have given them thy word, and the world hath hated them, because they are not of the world,
right,
even as
Right.
I am not
They hate
of
us.
the world.
and that's where it is. That's where they're gonna. That's what one of the things why they're passing the 14th Amendment is really to get after Jake. That way, when something happens, they want to be able to remove,
Justify there.
justify removing the internet
Mhm.
and certain things and not being able to for anyone to be able to preach out
Right.
there. They want to take the
Yeah,
prophets off the
'cause at
streets.
some point they're gonna put the blame on the Hebrew Israelites.
Right.
Yeah. And they mad at Jake right now too, because a lot of Jakes, and you see it on the internet a lot, is that the whole thing now is sit this out. When they had the No Kings protest, all the Jakes was talking about, nah, don't sit that out. You know what I mean? When they were deporting all the migrants, Jake was sit that out. So they constantly trying to agitate and bring Jake back into his
something. That's what I'm saying.
mentality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to get Jake, like I said, race bait.
Bait him, yeah.
Bait them in,
you know.
bait them into race.
Yeah,
race
and this motherfucker's such a deceiver through his
His
technology
propaganda
and
and
shit.
his media.
he may just put, we're teaching and us be saying something
Yeah.
that we're not really saying.
Con.
You see what I'm saying? And then they're gonna our jobs, wherever they're gonna be seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just like the other guy Swambalo says, man, don't be surprised. You walk into your workplace.
Feds are at your
Yeah,
job.
and they're coming looking for you.
Everybody looking
Everybody
at you
looking at
funny,
you.
like, you know.
You know,
It says, verse 15, this is what you want.
and then your family, yeah, it's him.
That's it.
It's him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he been acting strange.
Yeah.
He started doing
He did that
weird.
coat.
He's cleaning that coat. Yeah,
He's one of those black Hebrew. It says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Right.
They are not
Yeah,
of
there
the
you go.
world,
That's it.
even as I am not of the
Yeah.
world.
And we're about to go into the evil meaning what a bad time. We're about to go through the baddest time ever. A day like none other. Right? Hey, it should be even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right,
Right?
right. But he should be saved.
Out of it, right? Yeah,
Elect.
elect.
Kind.
I think I got that on my thing. Oh no. But that was it.
Yeah.
I'll finish that.
I mean,
I think we still got that.
You want that Zechariah first, 9?
Yeah, you've been waiting.
No, let's get that. Let's finish that.
You want this one?
Yeah.
Okay, Zechariah chapter
14.
14, I'll start at verse 13 again. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that a great tumult from the Lord Yahweh Shimei shall be among them,
Right.
and they shall lay hold of everyone on the hand of his neighbor.
Yeah, see, and that's gonna happen. And
Yeah.
they're gonna start people gonna laying hands on each other, man.
Mhm.
Right?
And his hand shall rise up against the hand of his neighbor.
Right. And
Throwing
nothing but
blows.
straight blows. Right? Straight blows going back and forth. You know? Hey,
You can get that in the LT, see what it says? I'm just curious. It says verse 14, it says, and Judah also shall fight at Jerusalem, and the wealth of all the
Right.
heathen round about shall be
Jerusalem.
gathered together.
and Jerusalem is where people before a place.
Zechariah 14,
Zechariah 14.
13.
Yeah, and Jerusalem is a people before a place. So that really represents all 12 tribes, right? Because we're going to be going through a lot of things. Even with the 12 tribes, a lot of them are going to be, because this place is a place of confusion. America's a place of confusion. So you're going to have the so-called Mexicans and stuff warring against themselves.
Yeah.
And then Jake warring against themselves, white people warring against themselves.
Right.
But then at the same time, you still got the racial tensions as well,
Right.
right?
We said yesterday, everyone's going to go into their light,
Right.
you know, and then they're going to be fighting each other.
And
Each
fighting
other, and
and racial.
yeah.
Mother against daughter, daughter,
Right.
father
Oh, they
against.
can get that. The Lord's will bring division. Get that. Was it Luke?
We're still holding Zechariah.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
I get it.
The NLT, brother, read it in NLT. Yeah. I'm curious.
Zechariah chapter 14, verse 13. On that day, they will be terrified, stricken by the Lord with great panic.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos.
They will fight their neighbors hand to hand.
Yeah. Hey, because that's America, Babylon. Babylon is going to be stricken with great destruction. Read that one more time. Right, because something's going to happen. Like you said, something's going to happen to kick it off.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, it's gonna be a fearful time when you're looking at what no lights, maybe it might be no lights, no electricity, no police, nobody's coming to help you. None of those things, those norms that you always have. There's no one coming. There's not gonna be a referee. No one's gonna go and then break it up. And then there's gonna be nothing. You know, there's gonna be there's gonna be no timeouts, nothing.
No timeouts.
No water breaks.
No water breaks, none of that, man.
No
Oh, no, yeah, like I said, I said that. Yeah, no referee. All gas, no brakes, man.
God.
Yeah. But
It's Zechariah chapter 14 in NLT. On that day, they will be terrified, stricken by the Lord Yahweh Shemihawashah with a great panic. They will fight their neighbors hand to hand.
yeah, and that's what it is. Yeah. And when people are panicking, what it says, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. And when you lose it, you're just panicking. You just, you're like a chicken with its head cut off. You're just doing something because hey, there ain't no food, there's no this, there's no that. And Esau's good for just blaming Jake. When there's no food at the grocery store, when there's no lights, no nothing, it's easy to just blame Jake.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, they're gonna just because they're gonna be able to put their hands on the elite. So what do? You know what I mean? You try to put your hands on Jake, man. Right? Because they proved that in that movie. Was it that movie? What was it called? The New York Gangsters.
Which one? Oh, Gangs of New
Gangs
York.
of New York. Yeah, Gangs of New York. Remember, because they just had that thing. It was just between Edomites.
Yeah.
You know that this fight,
saw
but
black
somehow
folks.
they started beating up the black. It was just a fight between the Edomites. You know, two Edomite providences or whatever it was.
The rabbits versus the butchers.
Butchers,
or something.
yeah.
That was with Number Women, right?
What?
That movie I'm talking about, Gangs of New York.
No, it wasn't with Number Women.
Oh, okay.
That's the other one,
That's the
brother.
other one.
Okay.
That's the other one you watch on Cinemax, huh?
Yeah.
You
Late
watch
night.
it,
You
huh?
actually watch late night by yourself.
Hey, this is child rated, man. Hey, rated PG.
I'm saying rated X, bro.
What's the matter, you?
Right. What's the matter, you?
Nah, man, it's an old movie, bro. It's about these Edomites, man. The fight,
The capital, right?
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. It's going down in that movie.
Yeah. Which we think he's a Jake. He might be a Jake. You know, but hey,
Can I bring something up? Isaiah 33 in verse 10. And I'm reading the NLT. It says, but the Lord Yahweh Shemshai says, now I will stand up. Now will I show my power and might.
Yeah.
It says, your Assyrians produced nothing but dry grass and stubble.
right, and that's America. America is synonymous with Assyria too, right?
Mhm.
One of the things we use for America too is Assyrians. And so the Lord says, hey, he's fed up. Like you've done everything. The Lord gave you a chance to rule, and you're an unfit ruler, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Good story. Yeah.
But
You
we
give
can
us
start at the
the
top.
stewardship of the earth.
It says,
Starting when you start at the top.
verse 10, Isaiah 33 and 10 in the NLT, it says, but the Lord Yahweh Shemshai says, now I will stand up.
Yeah. Hey, see now the Lord. Hey, yeah, because he allowed us to be in slavery for some time, allow us to be underneath you. But now what he's given us the way to come back to him, right? Because that's what the Lord said. Change your ways, clean yourself up, then seek my face, and then I will hear from heaven. Right? So which we've done that. We cleaned up our ways, we changed our ways, and now we're crying to the Lord. And now he hears our cries.
Right.
Now he can stand up.
Mm-hmm. It says,
Right.
now I will show my power and might.
Right now, and now is the time. It's the end. He's about to get ready to give Yahweh Shai the kingdom.
Yeah.
So now is the time to bring to show
It's
us.
going to
Rise up Judah. Right.
Right. Rise up. You're starting with beginning with 2/3.
2/3. Yeah.
And then the elect going to get busy.
Right.
It says, you Assyrians produced nothing but dry grass and stubble.
Right.
I mean, it's nothing but shit. You know,
Hey,
garbage.
but they're even doing that now within their system. Remember, they just had the farmers told them do not plant anything.
Right.
Right.
That
They just
too.
told they're committing. They're creating a man-made famine.
Mm-hmm.
So they ain't doing nothing but producing dry grass. But not to mention that's probably going into the people too.
Yeah.
Because the
whole
people.
place is a cesspool, bro.
Yeah. The people are not being nourished in the right way. They're not being because
Yeah.
then you just bring up and then what it says you tell that to Judah, it says you should have nothing but briars and
Briars and thorns. Yep.
and normally that comes when the thing gets dry the briars and the thorns when it's dry and so even now when you walk out here and you're on the walk to tumbleweed and the thing's poking you, it's all in your socks. They call it that little bullhead that little thing. It's because it's dry.
Yeah.
And so it's all dry. You just get nothing but thorn. You be ouch, God dang.
Yeah.
Things poke because it's dry, man. Go ahead.
It says your own breath will turn to fire and consume you.
Damn. Yeah, because that's them. Their words. It tells you that about how their own mouth shall fall upon them.
Yeah.
It's gonna judge them.
Right.
Your own
Right.
words. Your thing is gonna judge you. It's gonna consume you. Right.
Right.
He that speaketh lofty. Right. You speak lofty. Those things are gonna do nothing but piss the Lord off.
Mm-hmm.
Which actually he's already pissed off. But but you're
Angry
talking
with
all
the
that
wicked
pride.
every day.
You're angry with the wicked every day. Yeah.
Right.
But you talking shit. It's just
I'm gonna rouse up.
you're gonna rouse up Judah, man. And your own mouth should put fire to. Hey, put fire boots to
Yeah,
fire,
yeah.
put fire to your ass.
But it's really twofold. Ultimately, the missiles, the
Missiles,
destruction.
yeah.
But that fire, you know, was.
But yeah, the first part, the
Yeah.
race force, but ultimately, the ultimate fire, right? The cherry on top
Mhm.
is the missiles, the ICBM missiles.
Yeah.
Right? And those the hypersonic missiles, the ones they can't even see. They don't see it, and that's what they tell you in boxing. It's the punch you can't see coming.
That's right. Go.
That's the ones most devastating to you. And
Yeah.
that's what's going to be the most devastating to them. Is those was it Satan 1, Satan 2, and then I think Moab has a hypersonic.
Yeah. With the.
And
Yeah.
I don't know if did North Korea say they got one now?
I'm sure they do.
I think North Korea.
Them Kim don't be fucking
Yeah.
around.
Man.
So, you know.
Man,
It says your people will be Slovakia, going too fast. Your people will be burned up completely.
right?
It says like thorn bushes cut
Right.
down and tossed in the fire.
Yeah. Well, that's what the Lord said. He was gonna separate the wheat from
The tares.
from the tares. They're gonna do the first thing they're gonna do is grab the tares, and toss them in the fire.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's the Jakes that look, you know, that look like Israel, but they're not Israel. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's talking about.
So the enemy so trust.
The enemy has sown, yeah.
Tare. Yeah.
Some tares, yes. The enemy has done this.
Enemy done
The
that.
enemy has done this because
Yeah,
what
with
they do
Esau
to our women,
raping
man.
and
They raped our women. Now you got Jake. Well, they look like Jake, but they're not. You know what I'm saying?
They're all skin.
Like Hera, you know?
Kinfolk.
Yeah.
You know.
So you got a lot of them that got brown because you know, hey, a woman is
Coconuts.
going to give that melanin, you
Right
know,
on
to
the
that
inside,
seed. Yeah.
yes. You know. But that
And
chocolate
that's what-
covered Edomites. you know?
Hey,
Yeah,
and the
right.
crazy part was that's what was it Esau or was trying to do when he went and got with the Canaanite women, was trying to get that melanin back into his seed line.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, you're right. Though there is a spiritual we can tear as well.
Right.
But that scripture was talking about the physical
Actual,
tears.
yeah.
Yeah, the physical tears.
No, I'm just mentioning how because the Lord said He's going to separate the wheat from the tare, and also the Lord said He's going to separate the goats from the sheep.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, because many will say in that day, Lord, Lord,
Right.
you know what I mean? And so, you know,
Yeah, they're gonna be
have we
what-
not
we-
prophesied in thy name?
Weeping and gnashing of,
You know?
of teeth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're going into that fire. That's what's going to make them weep and gnash. The teeth is going to be that fire from the ICBM missiles and everything else that come with it. Like this brother like to say, you got the gas lines and you have all these different things. You got the volcanic, which they already said in Arizona. They said that there's 4 volcanic fault that's actually active
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
in Arizona,
Yeah.
off the border of Mexico and then the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, you can see all the results of this place when it's hit becoming that molten lake of fire, man.
Right.
Because it's so many things in here that, you know, and then that's not even including the timber, the people, the animals, just the natural things that run to and fro across this land, and the pipelines and everything else.
I finished that. Jeremiah.
Yeah.
I finished that word.
Yeah. There's a little bit more. It says let me see. I'll read that again. It says
Want me to do it again?
your people, Isaiah 33:12, it says, your people will be burned up completely like thorn bushes cut down and tossed in a fire.
Mm.
It says, listen to what I have done, you nations far away, and you that are near, acknowledge my might.
Right.
Because the Lord is the one doing it, bro.
Yeah. Well, it said that they should hear a cry in the Red Sea. The whole world was going to hear it. And it talks about how what the other nations are going to cry and say that great city Babylon is fallen and basically their wealth they're going to be able to make the money off the suckers who buy a bunch of frivolous shit, a bunch of bullshit that breaks. You
Yeah.
have to keep buying.
Yeah.
You know,
And that'll be twofold because that's going to be ultimate destruction. But
Destruction,
even when
no,
these
yes,
race
man.
riots break out, they're going to hear about that noise. It's going to be heard too, man. Imagine all these nations, they're going to be, oh, God, look what's going on over there.
Yeah.
You
Because
know,
America's the
While
center.
dealing with their
Yeah,
own,
yeah, because
Yeah.
you know,
Yes,
because America's the center of attention always, right? 'Cause
Always.
all these nations want to be pretty much like America. They start building their cities.
Yeah.
They starting wearing Levi jeans and tennis shoes and hats, and they want to do breakdancing and whatever. All these nations are suit and ties, but they even copy Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they wear the suits and ties like Esau, and then hats and tennis shoes like Jake. They want to be like America, you know.
Hey, and then they were in the kind of because hey, who looked better in that suit and tie? Jake. You know,
Right.
Jake got that nice suit, like you know, and I can't stand the coon, but Harvey.
Yeah, too.
You know, he came out with them clean ass woman suits. You know what I mean? Esau can't rock it like you know, nothing he do. You know,
Yeah, he's not that swag. The
Yeah.
swag Jake got, the flavor.
nah, he ain't got no salt.
It says, a little bit more. It says the sinners in Jerusalem shake with fear. Terror seizes the godless. It says, who can live with this devouring fire? They cry. It says, who can survive all consuming fire?
What book is that?
Jeremiah 33.
Oh yeah. That's talking about Jake.
The sinners in Zion are
So,
afraid. Yeah. Oh,
But I guess you're saying that was really what we were going through at that time. What was it? Who came in? The Babylonians?
the Babylonians.
Yeah.
But you bring it to this time, you know, that you know, you're gonna have the like you said, the race wars, race riots. You're gonna have because it goes on to tell you, you know, that the Lord is gonna be basically our fortress. You know, you're gonna have food, you're gonna have water, you're gonna have drink going into this time, you know. And then it goes on to say, thou shalt meditate terror upon them.
Mm.
So you know, it's going to, like I said, it would happen, but what has been has already, you know,
What
it's
come
coming back.
Nothing under the sun.
Something new under the sun.
Right, Con?
Bro, go on. I don't want to, you know.
Come, brother. You want that right now?
Yeah.
Slap it, brother.
Isaiah chapter 25, verse 3. Therefore shall the strong people glorify thee. The city of the city of the terrible nations shall fear thee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Con.
Calm down.
Start it.
You want to start at 2 again?
You start 2 and just go into it. Yeah. 23.
Isaiah chapter 25, verse 2. For thou hast made of a city in heat.
Right. Yeah. And that's what's going to happen doing this thing. What going to make a city
Of a city of in heat.
Yeah, a city, a heat. Yeah, right.
Right?
Go ahead.
Second. Of a defense.
Right there, go. That's part of
Okay.
it. Yeah, a city of make a city a heat, a city of defense, right? Because it's.
What did he read?
Go ahead.
What did he read?
Isaiah 25, verse 2.
Mm.
Go on.
Go ahead. Keep going.
Come on. A city, yeah. Well, I'll read it again. It's like it. For thou hast made of a city of heat,
Mm-hmm.
of a defense, city of ruin.
Right. Yeah, and that's what's gonna happen, man. These race wars, these riots, are gonna do nothing but ruin America, man. It's gonna tear this place up, man. Right? This place ain't gonna never.
You want to get that?
Go ahead.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Oh, no,
Go ahead.
it's
No,
okay, bro.
thank you.
Keep going.
A palace, a palace of strangers, to be no city that
Right.
shall never be built.
Right, because this is their power, this is their rulership, right? And they're nothing but strangers to us, really, at the end of the day. And they're gonna be what?
Come, a palace of strangers, to be no city, and it shall
Right.
never be built.
Right, it should never be built. Which he goes into, was it Isaiah? Was it 14:21? Give that you should have the prepare slaughter for them for the iniquities of their forefathers.
Isaiah
But they
14.
should not rise. Yeah, 14:21, right? Yeah, they should not rise and nor build the cities, build the face of the world with cities, right? So they're gonna have no cities anymore, right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. Therefore shall the strong people glorify thee, the
Right.
city of the terrible nation shall fear thee.
Right. And that when Jay do that, he's gonna put a lot of fear, like you said, it's gonna put a lot of fear in the world, man. It's gonna put a lot of fear in this place. And like you said, the world's gonna see it. No, America's the center of attention, so the world,
Yeah.
hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they said,
that'll probably be like
They used to say the revolution will not be televised, but it is because everybody has a phone too. People are going to be
Oh, yeah,
trying to
of course.
record, and things are going to be happening.
They're probably gonna be breaking out with their own riots out in other places,
Right.
Because of what's going on here.
Right.
It's a global thing.
It's going to be a global thing. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 4, for thou hast been a strength to the poor.
Right, yeah, the Most High, Yahweh has strengthened us, right? Yahweh Bashar Shai has given us that ability, and basically that's what the Lord's gonna do. He's gonna put a spirit on Jake. He's gonna basically what it says he shall set up a standard, right? He's gonna put a
Right.
spirit on Jake,
Right.
and
Right.
that
Well-
thing's gonna destroy. The Lord's gonna destroy this place. Economy wise, like the money, the Lord's basically he's destroying the thing inside out, like everything, with the government, the way they're running things, the people, everything is destroyed. What do you call it? The society basically.
Right. And I know you didn't get the first verse, but the first verse says, "His counsels of old are faithfulness and truth."
Right.
He says so everything that he that he already had predicted or put
Or
forth,
said.
already
He said.
it's happening.
Okay. You can.
Well, I roughly paraphrase it.
Okay, go on.
And he does not move nor stir until
The time.
yeah,
Oh, but yeah.
everything comes to pass.
Right.
Isaiah 25, verse 4. For thou hast been a strength to the poor,
Mm-hmm.
a strength to the needy in his distress.
Right.
A refuge.
Yeah, we're gonna be in a distress, like you said, when they got all these different weaponry, robots, everything that they have, we're gonna be in distress. The lack of food, everything. That's a distressful time, But we have to have that faith that the Lord's gonna be able to provide for us. We got to think of those miracles. The Lord made water come out of a rock.
Yeah.
Right. We got to start thinking about it.
We'll come. Just like I'll be I didn't go to it, but Isaiah 33 says that your strength should be the munition. Well, not your munitions of rocks. Can I just get that part?
Go ahead.
Real fast, because that's going to be our covering. Isaiah 33 and just one verse real quick.
No, go ahead. You got it.
Go
ahead, break it down.
Yeah, it says, "He shall dwell on high," because this is going to be the elect. It says, "His place of defense, listen, shall be the munitions of rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Bread shall be given him; his waters shall be sure."
Right. Yeah.
So that's just the covering that the Lord's going to give to his elect. Whoever is of that number.
They are. Yeah. Yeah. Which that makes sense, because what was it? There was another. What you call him? The Lord. What's his name? Was it Samson?
Oh, when he gave him the power.
He gave him the power, right?
Right.
He gave him the power, and he was beating everybody with the jawbone of an ass.
Yeah.
But then later on, he allowed him to open that jaw and drink water out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a rock, brother?
No, it was a jawbone. It was a jawbone of an ass.
Okay.
And he broke the jawbone and drank water out of the jawbone.
Okay.
Right. So hey, the Lord, you got to be able to have that, because those are things that we said the things that aforetime were written for our learning.
Yeah.
So when we're in that position, we're gonna have to think of those miracles.
And I believe the scripture says the Spirit came mightily upon him.
Right.
So that's what we got. That's our hope, man. That in that time, when that time comes, that the
Yeah.
Spirit's gonna become mightily upon us, man. That's our hope. Anyway.
That's our hope. Yeah, Lord willing. Yeah. Go ahead.
Isaiah 25 verse 4 again. For thou hast been a strength to the poor, a strength to the needy in his distress, a refuge from the storm.
See, covering
Esau says she's coming like a flood,
like a flood.
right? Can you get that?
The brother read it earlier, but we can read it again.
Oh yeah.
Coming like a flood. You want it again?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess he already read it though. That's cool though. Yeah, because that's Esau coming in like a flood,
Yeah, Isaiah 59:19. Yeah.
right? I think there's one like that, and was it Psalms too? He talks about the flood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Psalm 144, I believe.
So I keep going.
I'll
A
find it.
shadow from the heat when
Yeah.
when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm.
Right, and the terrible one. Who's the terrible one?
Ooh-wee.
Hey, who's the terrible one, man? The last, hey, they're gonna be coming against us.
Yeah.
And what's it? They got those with the direct energy weapon. Hey, that's it says a blast of heat. Go ahead.
God. I'll read it again. A shadow, it's like a shadow from the heat when the blast of the terrible ones is as a storm against the wall.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. See, who knows what they might use? They might use that dude
God.
on us too. They might just go crazy. Use that direct energy. Start burning up. Start doing all sorts of manner of different things, man.
Check it out. This is Psalms 144 and verse 5. It says, "Bow thy heavens, O Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and come down. Touch the mountains, and they shall smoke." It says, "Cast forth lightning and scatter them. Shoot out thine arrows and destroy them."
The laser beam from the chariots.
It
Right?
says, "Send thy hand from above, rid me, and deliver me out of great waters."
Right. Yeah.
It says, "From the hand of strange children."
Right. Yeah. Which is Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're gonna come in like a flood.
Come up the flood, the great waters.
Great waters. Yeah. Yeah. And that's them. And what it says, strange children.
Strange children.
That's them. Because they don't know the ways of the Lord.
No, they weren't given the law statutes.
Right. Right.
Scripture says, "My name is dreadful among."
Was it one when it talks about, it says punish it says punish them because they never knew you, or they how they go? Yeah, because it talks about how these other nations never knew the Lord, right?
Mm.
Right? How to go? It says so we knew you. I think it's an apocrypha. It's an apocrypha. We think of, because it talks about how these other nations never knew the Lord. You know the.
Is that Ecclesiasticus, the 15th chapter?
It might be.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh.
You can do what you can do. Use it.
Okay.
Google or whatever.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah.
hard to read that one.
Yeah, that was different.
That's that old key. That's that old. The V's, the U, or whatever it is. However it is. Let's see.
Let me get what you call. Let me get Revelations 31.
No, that's not it. Oh, where is that at? Where it says, make them know me. Yeah, make them
that's the
know
one.
me like no, make them know you like we know you.
Yeah, right.
Can you
Yeah.
look that up real quick, brother? It's in the Apocrypha. It says, make the nations know thee like
We know thee.
Yeah, like we know thee. I
Yeah.
forget what that's at. No, it's Ecclesiasticus, I believe. Oh,
Let's Google.
let's see.
When it pops up.
Okay.
Go slow. What are you gonna do? No, this is Revelation.
Oh, you want to get there right now?
Yeah, 20.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 20 and verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven,
Mm-hmm.
having the keys of the bottomless pit.
Yeah, so
36.
that's Europe, right?
Mhm.
Can you grab it?
The bottomless pit is Europe, basically
Ecclesiastes
where
36.
what is it? The Caucasus Mountains is in between Russia and Europe, or what they call what's really Asia, right? They call it Eurasia, which is really Asia, right? But it's on the border of Russia and Europe, or what they call Europe, right? And that's the Caucasus Mountains, where you get the word Caucasian, which back in the day you used to type in Caucasian and it will let you know, I mean, cave dweller, right? And at one time, Esau used to dwell in Mount Seir, which at one time they were in Mount Seir, which is they dwelled in caves in Mount Seir. But then eventually this time they got driven into the Caucasus Mountains, right? Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 12 and verse 1. And I saw another angel come down from heaven, having the keys of the bottomless pit
Uh-huh.
and a great chain in his hand.
Right, that's what Yahweh Shai,
Mhm.
right? You know what I mean? Yahweh Shai had that great chain, which he's gonna bound these devils, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And he laid upon the dragon that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
Right.
And
That's what I was trying to say about that. The
Yeah.
old dragon. I was telling you, the old dragon going
Yeah.
back to the Roman Empire,
Mhm.
right? Go ahead.
And this is going into the Byzantine era. Yep.
Yeah.
The so-called Dark Ages.
Dark Ages, yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
bound him 1,000 years.
Right. And bound him 1,000 years,
Mhm.
right? So that was the Roman Empire. Where you at?
Yeah, that's when the Eastern Roman Empire, no, the Western Roman Empire fell.
The Russian Roman
Then you
Empire.
had the Holy Roman.
Thou-
Empire.
The Eastern Roman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this says
Because Jacob ruled.
says a dragon, which is the Roman Empire, and that old serpent going back to the garden,
to the garden.
the beginning of the garden. But and then what's that?
Verse 3.
No, right here. Was it,
Right there, brother.
oh, and it says the devil.
And Satan.
The devil. What's that? Yeah. Yeah, the devil. Devil meaning what? False accuser. And then Satan meaning what? Adversary. Right? So basically Esau, or, going back to that Roman Empire, which is the Edomites, they are false accusers, and they are adversaries.
Deceivers.
They're deceit. Well, that's what's
Yeah.
a false accuser.
Yeah.
A false accuser goes into, when you false accuse someone, you are ultimately deceiving, right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. And cast him unto the bottomless pit and shut him up.
Yeah, you shut them up. That goes into what that dust, right? The dust, the confusion, right? That the Lord said that He was going to put on them. I believe that's in Genesis, was it 3 and 14,
Mm-hmm.
right? Actually,
3 and 15, I believe.
3 and 14. Could you start at 13 though? Because ultimately, you want to get that while he's doing
Yeah,
it?
no, I got it. Just trying to get to where I should start. You almost, let me see.
Start 13 instead of 14. I think it's 3 and 14, but start at 14. We start at 13.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just go to start 13. Yeah, there's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Genesis-
get to the
Genesis 3 and 13, it says, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai, power said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done?
Right,
And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me,
Right.
and I did eat.
right. Going into what beguiling, being he spoke to her in a certain way. He talked to her slick. He tricked her, but he talked really good to her. The thing, he basically told lies, right? It was deceitful in itself. You know what I mean? It was he was a false accuser, right?
Yeah, it
Going
was,
into that, he's a false accuser. He's the devil.
But-
He falsely accused the Most High that you would not die.
Told her about feminism. Told her
Yeah,
about, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. That she could be a god.
Yeah.
She could be a god
introduced her to-
without the Most High. Yeah,
he introduced her to doubt.
right.
Will you die?
Yeah.
Can you touch it?
Yeah. You
Who
should
said?
not surely die.
Right. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
He didn't, he basically made her question everything that she
Right.
knew. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, he beguiled her. Yeah.
Right. Doubt. He
Trickery.
talk.
Yeah.
He talks smooth. Yeah.
The same way this devil, as the apostle calls it, muddies the water.
Right.
So, like when we read different things that we read on the definitions,
And it never happened. But when did it happen? At the time when he was Yahweh Shai. So it doesn't have to happen then, or some people say in the third or fourth generation. Hey, maybe not. I mean, but the Lord can do what He want to do.
Or just
The
like
most-
you said, that brother was in that chapter. It says your counsels of old are faithfulness and truth.
Right. So the Lord, I mean, not to say He don't do that. He do it in the third or fourth generation, but he could do when he
He
wanted
wanted
to.
to
Too.
when he wanted to.
Hey, you gotta fear the Most High, right? Go ahead.
It says they were children of fools, yea, children of base men.
But yeah, the bottom, the worst of the worst, man. Bowers,
Yeah.
right? The Bowers. I like when you said that. I'm like, yeah, that's them.
Mhm.
Bowers, man. Yeah, you the worst of the worst. Yeah. You know, now we're the Rothschilds, we're the Rothschild, the Rothschilds, right?
Just like remember
The
some
red
friends go,
shirt.
what do you think of him? I think he's a fucking peasant.
Yeah. Basically nothing much. There's nothing much to think about. He's just a fucking peasant.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
Says they were viler than the earth,
Right?
and now am I their song,
Yeah, because then we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom. We're their song right now.
yea, am I their byword.
Yeah, well, you went into that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where was you at? I think you. Oh yeah, you go.
Okay. You still want that?
Yeah, keep
okay.
going. Keep going. That's what I said.
This
You.
Revelations
That was
chapter
two. Okay.
20 verse 3. And cast him unto the bottomless pit.
Right. See, yeah, and that's where they're at. That's the Caucasus Mountains, right? In the bottomless pit, right? Which is Europe.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the Caucasus Mountains is in Europe. Yes,
Yeah,
it's Europe. For parts of Europe, yeah, the
Georgia,
Caucasus.
Russia.
Yeah, Georgia, Russia, yeah, which is in Europe, or what they call Eurasia. Basically, it's really part of Asia. But if you go to a certain place, they say Eurasia, right? If you go to other part of the world, not on this side, right? The Western world just calls it Europe. But the people, the news, even because I used to say, I was like, man, why Elder Malcolm, he's always saying it's Asia, it's Asia. But then I listened to one of those news places overseas, and I heard a thing. The dude, he said you're Asia, and I said, he keeps drilling the point about the truth. He keeps drilling it. No, it's your Asia. It's not actually even Asia. That's something they threw on it, but it's actually Asia. Right? That whole place, what they call the Middle East, it's not the Middle East, it's actually Asia.
Western Asia.
Right?
Western Asia, yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, it had a name before that, but I haven't seen anything on it because Asia was named after the another one of those Roman generals, Asiatic.
Asiatic, yeah.
Right. So,
But it's
Again,
more closer to the truth than
right.
They just keep
because
coming
the
up with
point
the BS. Yeah.
yeah, when I
But they
was
said there's
growing
7
up,
continents.
they
and then
used to
you-
claim 7,
yeah.
right? Like Europe was its own.
Right.
It's like, nah, dude, you're a little piece of Asia, a
Hmm.
little
Right.
piece of Asia.
But it's going into the Esau, the lie.
Right.
You have
Yeah.
to right here. We're gonna say you have to
Lie.
deceive. You have to deceive the world, right? Which we're just gonna go into that. But
Shut him up.
yeah, the Lord's gonna shut him up. That confusion
Yeah.
made him where he would braid like a donkey. Because if you go back into the time when he was the Romans, the time that he when Yahushua was the sacrifice, Pontius Pilate put on the cross in Latin, Greek, and Hebrew. So Pontius Pilate, even though he's an Edomite, he was a very learned Edomite. He knew a bunch of different languages. Shut them up to where they couldn't even speak. They just berate as a donkey. And that's showing you the power of the Lord. He can bring you all the way down to where you're to the dust, the confusion.
He did the same thing to was it Nebuchadnezzar?
Yeah, turn him into
Turned him
beast.
into a beast. And shit,
Right.
had him out in the field eating grass.
Hair like
long,
feathers,
yeah.
and say, yeah.
Was
You know?
just his hair just wasn't.
Well, it's just long. It was just long.
Long,
Yeah,
yeah.
like, got all-
Yeah,
Long
nails.
bushes,
Yeah, nails
long
had
bushes.
grown to talon-like,
Right.
claws. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably crawling
Like
around
a
and shit.
Well, you said like you said.
Yeah.
A bower,
A bower.
a peasant. Yes. Even though he was a king, he was out there. He was out there like a peasant.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
And set a zeal upon him.
A seal.
The seals.
Like it, and set a seal upon him that he should deceive the nations no more.
See, and that's what happened, right? And that he would deceive the nations no more. But we know that what Esau came back and returned, and he deceiving all. He deceived the nations. He deceived you people to believe to come up and fight for white supremacy, right? To go fight for plantation Christianity, you know. And these are the things that's gonna occur in the time. We'll go down to
Verse 7.
7, yeah, real quick. You know, I read the whole. I just
verse 7, and it says right there the final judgment. And when the 1,000 years are expired,
right. See, when the 1,000 years are expired, which is time of what's it called, the Renaissance. The Renaissance, which is the rebirth of the Edomite, or the rebirth of Satan, which really Satan is what? Your adversary, your enemy. And he's been our enemy since the womb, since the time of Rebecca being pregnant. We've been warring with him from the womb, which this earth is likened unto the womb, because of this, what things is happening is likened unto the what? The birth pains. So we're coming in the time of the birth pains, the time of Jacob's trouble. Right.
It's going back into that the rebirth of that Greco-Roman mindset.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rebirth of Esau. Yeah. Rebirth of that's what they're doing. But now they're using that Greco thing into what? In technology now. Right? They're using it to govern the whole entire world. Right? Because it's in their power. It says that they should write grievous laws, because what? It is in their power. The power in their hands to do it, to practice it. So that's what they're going to do. Now that they have within their hand, what are they doing? They're practicing it. They're going to use it for practice. It means what? They're going to use it for their benefit.
Right, because like we said last time, if Antiochus had it,
he
would use it. You know, any of those Roman, rulers had it, they would have used it.
Hell yeah, they would have used it. Yeah. Which proves it has to be the Esau's the end of the world, and Jacob at the beginning of it. They're following
because they have it.
They have it.
Satan will be loosed out of his prison.
Yeah, and that's him. That's the time that he's he's here.
Look at the next verse too.
The next verse too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah.
There. Yeah. Okay, get the was it Isaiah 19?
You want me to get it right now, brother?
Yeah, read it, brother.
Okay. Verse 8, and it shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the fourth quarters of the earth.
Four
corners.
Four
corners.
Four
quarters.
4 quarters?
Is it quarters or
Quarters.
Quarters.
Okay. Quarters.
Is it cute?
Yeah, quarters.
Yeah. I'll read it again. And it shall go out to it shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the fourth quarters.
It, or you say it or he. Should we say he? And shall go out to this. Oh, and shall go out. Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying say it or and shall go out to deceive. Yeah. The nations. Yeah.
Which are in the fourth quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog.
Right. Gog of Magog. Right. Which has been the Roman the Russians. Twisting my tongue. Sorry. Yeah, the Russians, right, which lead you to right now, right, World War III, right, showing you they had to return as the, like you said, that Roman Greco Empire mentality, right, which that's why when you go into the 1957, they have the Treaty of Rome in 1957, right, with NATO, EU, America, and then. Which a lot of times when you look up, it don't say America no more. It'll just give the European things. But I remember when I first studied, it showed it was America. America was part of that Treaty of Rome too. But regardless, when you're just saying the Treaty of Rome, then you know who you were. You know who you are. So you're showing who you are. That Treaty of Rome, which America stems from Europe, right, and came to America. So we know that that's those people, either which way, right? And what was that? 1957, and then what do you have? What is it? Which is 2026. So was that 50? no, 60 something years.
Oh,
69 years? Yeah.
69 years.
She has 69 years. Yeah. Come.
Together to battle, the
Right.
number of whom is at the sand of the sea.
Right.
Mhm.
So it said they were going to rule a short space. So that, and once they gathered together, right, to battle, them as numerous was because it speaks about Russia or Gog or Magog coming out with a number that's going to be like the clouds that covers the covers the land, right? Because Gog is going to come out with a great number because what is it? The BRICS. The BRICS have what? Russia with them. They have
Yeah.
China, right? And they got basically gonna have North Korea behind them, right? They got what? South Africa,
Mhm.
right? They got a big amount of a chunk of people that's behind the BRICS that's coming against these Western powers, and then the Western powers are basically gonna abandon America, you know.
Mhm.
And so this whole little thing is all spilling out. Oh, you had that one too. You want to read that one quick before we, that one,
What one?
that verse that you had? Because I know I almost forgot it.
Was that right?
No, he had that one that was from the Apocrypha, I believe.
Yeah, I don't even.
What was it going into?
Yeah, because I ended up going
Yeah,
somewhere
no,
else.
Oh, he
no,
moved on.
Yeah, the only thing
That's fine.
he's holding Zechariah.
No, he was he put something in the Apocrypha and he didn't read it.
I forgot, but
Yeah, he didn't read it. I didn't know.
Oh, I know what it's Ecclesiastes 36.
Oh,
Okay,
and-
yeah,
and one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, just read that. Go ahead.
All right, Ecclesiasticus 36, beginning at verse 1, points in 5. Have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that
Right.
seek not after thee.
Yeah, so during World War III, this is going to bring fear upon the entire world. Things are going to happen. No famine, death, pestilence, pushing in the micro-seed hit. This is the
race wars.
the race wars, all things. It's going to bring up a bunch of fear to the entire world. And this is the time that we're at. The Lord's about to bring this, man. Period, man. That's it. But
Lift up thine hand against the strange nations, and
Right.
let them see power,
God, beautiful.
as thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among us before them.
Right, the strange nation, Moab, Ammon, Elam, right? You know, Ham, Ishmael, of course, Esau, you know,
Mhm.
Edom, Esau, Edom, right? These are strange nations. And the Lord, what would you say? The last part?
And magnified among them before us.
Yeah, hey, see, and the Lord's
Mhm.
He's gonna magnify it before them. Hey, because it's so,
Magnify himself before them.
yeah, but magnify himself, right? Because what? When the time of World War III, what's gonna happen? Yahweh Shai is gonna crack that cloud, right? He's gonna appear in the midst of why they're fighting World War III, but not to mention magnifying is when he's putting that strength, that warlike power upon the elect, and you're seeing different things. And then while World War III happening, Yahweh Shai cracked that cloud. You're gonna see thousands and thousands, and says thousands and thousands and 10,000 times 10,000. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of chariots, bro.
What did
It's gonna
King
be a
David
lot
say?
of
King David
chariots.
said, who would lead me into the strong city?
Slave City, yeah.
To that strong city.
He's going to go back to from this thing that they've created in Christianity with this all love. He's going to go back to Allah Shadja.
Right.
Yeah,
done.
man. He's going to once again
I like
be
that.
declared by that title. You know,
Right.
It says, and then these nations will experience this, and let them know thee as we have known thee,
Right.
that there is no power but only thou, O power.
Mm.
I'm gonna get 6 too. It says
Yeah.
2 new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works.
Mm. Yeah, because basically, because we know that there's no other power. See, unlike them, they think Esau's a power. Because Esau he can go make it rain, he can do all these other different things. He has all this power, and no one really trusts or fear the Most High. Right? So now it's time to fear. It's time to fear Yahweh Bashim Shai and his people.
Can I read
Right?
7 as well?
Yeah, come.
Verse 7, raise up indignation and pour out wrath.
You want to get it?
Right?
Take away the adversary and destroy
Wow.
the
That's
enemy.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
Go ahead, speak on
It just, what we all know right now, indignation, righteous anger. So, the Lord's anger is going to be kindled, and that's what I was saying earlier, he's going to go back to that understanding, that the people are going to know him as they once did by Alashadja, because he's going to put his wrath. He's going to go back to having the understanding that we once knew, that judgment was poured out quickly when dealing with Israel. You know what I mean? The serpents, the fiery serpents, the ground opening up, judgment being enacted. But he's given us a grace period, and these other nations as well as our people have forgotten his, and we've been taught our power through the lens of not only his enemies, but those that had no understanding.
But the elect have a different mindset.
Now,
what did it say? It says, I have heard thy judgments and I was afraid.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Because the Most High requires fear.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what causes a person to fear something? The understanding that you can be, decimated at his whim.
Well, decimated is 10.
Yes.
Decimated is just 10. Like a 10th. It's like a 10th part.
Oh, when you look
Devour.
at numbers,
Devour.
Annihilated.
But since things have two understandings, decimate can be 10, but
I know what you're saying. We know what you're saying.
No. Yeah, but the apostle always goes to that too.
Apostle,
He's a stickler.
I definitely respect that. I can respect.
He said
Yeah.
He goes, nope, it goes to 10. Nope.
I respect that.
Right.
Because we do have a lot of new speak. So according to what this world now, decimate would be to completely, but according to our former understanding, it would be 10. So what was y'all saying? What was it? So I can change.
It's a 10th.
No, not this. No.
Annihilated.
Annihilated.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Hey, he did that in, was that 10,000 when when he said the one where your boy played Hercules and he was like annihilate them and they just came and swarmed them. You remember, the one I'm talking about when with
The Rock?
no, not the one with the Rock played it, the other
Arnold
dude.
Schwarzenegger?
No, not Arnold. Arnold never played Hercules. Did
No.
he? No, it was
he just played. Okay.
yeah, that was Conan.
Conan.
Yeah, that was his greatest. Then he was pregnant. I stopped fucking with him. But
And let me.
I was gonna say, because what you were saying too on that, that's also not to mention the Lord's raising up the tabernacles of David. And so the time that David was ruling, he went and made war with all the nations.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't build the temple.
Yeah, but that's what the Lord's raising up, the tabernacle of David.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, we're gonna come and quiet all that. This Lord says he's gonna make us his weapons of battle, axes of war. Right? He's gonna quiet all these nations, man. Right? We're gonna come against you. Yeah, that's tabernacle of David.
Got this? This is the book of Psalm, chapter 108, in verse 9. I'm reading it in the NLT. It says, "But Moab, my wash basin," it says, "will become my servant,
Right.
and I will wipe my feet on Edom." It says, "and shout in triumph over Philistia." Like, I like what it says in the King James. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. Cast my shoe.
Yeah, over, yeah.
Edom.
Matter of fact, Let me see.
Yeah, because that goes into when you go into the cast my shoe.
Yeah.
They what you call him? Was it Elder Yashawamba said he read a thing, even in the Ishmael, they have a culture where called throwing a shoe basically means yeah.
Remember the
Yeah,
one
that's
was
what
he threw his shoe at
Yeah.
Bush? Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
You
but I'm
ain't
saying,
shit.
the part of the custom. Okay, maybe if you can look that up, throwing a shoe in the Eastern customs, or the Eastern customs.
It says, I'll read it again. It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Yeah,
Over Philistia will I triumph.
right.
It says, who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom?
Right.
It says, will not thou, O power, who has cast us off,
What is the meaning
and wilt
of
thou not,
throwing your
thou,
shoe at
O
Bush?
power, go forth with our hosts? You know what I'm saying? With the armies, you know what I'm saying? It says, through the Most High, no, let me see, I skipped one. It says, give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. It says, through the Most High, we should do valiantly,
Yeah.
for he is it says, for he is it, Salakia. For he it is that shall tread down our enemies.
Right. Come break it down, brother.
You know, yeah, and that's the Lord going to be with us, man. Like the brother's going to go through it. I mean, over it. In Zechariah the 9th chapter, he's still holding it.
Yeah.
Hey, when the spiritual power comes, he says he's going to use what Ephraim as my bow. He said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Judah, I forget how I missed.
Judah's my bull. And Ephraim's the arrow.
The arrow, yeah.
Come.
You know, but they said the Lord's going to be hover around it. You know,
Right.
in the NLT it says that. So the Lord going to really, he's the one that's going to give us that strength, that power to overcome, you know, our enemies, man.
Right.
You know, when the time comes, you know.
Well, because that's what gave the Esau the power to destroy us, to get us, to put us in our position. You know, that's why the Lord kept saying, "I've given them to your hands." It wasn't nothing of Esau, man.
Yeah.
It
that's why it
wasn't
says-
because you're so great.
Right.
He
That's
placed
why,
us in your hands.
yes,
right?
that's why it says through the Most High we should do valiantly. You know, so
Right.
it's going to be
It's
the
not
power.
it's
of the
not
Lord,
because
man.
of us. Because if it was of us, we'd have been took this motherfucker down.
Yeah.
But we couldn't. You know? You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Read the shoe again one more time. He got
Okay,
the thing.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah.
It says, Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe.
Hey. So I asked Google, what is the meaning of throwing your shoe according to Eastern customs? Throwing a shoe in Eastern culture, particularly across the Middle East and South Asia, is a gesture of extreme disrespect, contempt, and severe insult.
Right. And that's the Most High saying that. He's gonna throw a shoe at Edom.
Mhm.
So the Lord got extreme discontempt for you.
Yeah.
And what you say?
Extreme insult.
And an insult for this guy.
Let
Right?
me allow me to proceed.
Allow me to elaborate.
Because shoes touch the ground and cover the feet, they are associated with dirt, making them ritually unclean. The core meaning is the part that had me
This
smiling.
Slacky, before you read that part, that makes sense. Why? Remember when you had a guest back in Israel in that time, it was a custom for you to wash their feet
Wash their feet.
before you come into the house. You have to wash their feet, or it would be what is it, unritually clean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. See,
So core
It's crazy.
meanings. Ultimate contempt. Throwing a shoe at someone or striking them with it, sometimes referred to as the act of throwing dirt on a person, implies the recipient is lower than the dirt on the thrower's shoe.
Yeah, it's volunteer.
Yeah, got to come up just to be on the bottom.
Yeah, you just said that. Yeah, bro.
Political protest in a modern era, throwing a shoe at a politician or defacing statues with them has become a prominent, highly publicized form of political defiance and humiliation. Says, okay, here, biblical subjugation. This gesture has ancient roots. The Hebrew Bible notes that casting a shoe over a territory symbolizes conquest,
Ooh, we're gonna take them over.
Take them over.
We're gonna take them over.
bringing the conquered people into subjugation.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
hey, was
Call
that-
love you,
hey,
Yahweh
hey, was it Daniel the seventh chapter?
Brakatah Yahweh Shai.
Heck, wait for it.
What did Daniel say? Chapter? The saints shall
Take the kingdom.
kingdom.
Son.
The Hebrew Bible notes that casting a shoe over a territory symbolized conquest, bringing the conquered people into subjection and servitude.
Slaves.
Yeah, son.
Yes,
Call
sir.
law you, Yahweh Shai.
Oh, yeah.
Your punishment will end. You will soon return from exile. But Edom,
Yeah.
your punishment is just beginning.
Ooh,
Your
nice.
punishment is
Just beginning.
Right.
Ooh.
Soon, your many sins will be exposed.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and it's being exposed right now.
But the punishment is just beginning.
Yeah.
So that they're gonna have to go through this race wars, this race
Well,
riots.
it's waxing away, right? Like you said.
They're gonna get
because-
destruction, and then they're gonna go into subjection.
Yeah, because that things that they had us in, like the drug epidemic, you know, Esau's going through that with the opium, the poverty, right? Because poverty is starting to strike the average Edomite, man.
Yes,
And they don't know what
yeah.
they don't know what to do.
They're not rejoicing.
Rejoicing.
Their time of rejoicing is and has come to a close. You know what I mean? They're whining and crying now
Yeah.
because, like, hey, again, like the apostles, they are the new
ninja.
ninja.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're
No,
the
no
new
more
ninjas.
happy days.
Yeah.
No more happy than that, yeah. No more was it Fonzie and
Fonzie and
what's the
Potsy and-
Pot- yeah.
Fruit pop. How he go from
The-
Man,
yeah,
and
was-
chicks just swarm him to now he's the fruit fly, man. What the hell, man? This is
Oh, did you have a preset?
No.
Okay, well, might as well be done then.
Well, you got that
Okay,
Zachariah.
right. Yeah.
you got
We
that
need
NLT.
that, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have
Yeah, we
that.
need that, yeah, we need that.
was it Zechariah 9 and
12, wasn't it?
12, yeah.
yeah.
Or find the spot.
Yeah, I think I wanted more off of that.
Two.
Zechariah 9 and
It's a lot there, but
yeah. I
because it
think,
goes into the covenant that he made. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I was gonna start at 11.
Okay.
It says Zechariah 9 and 11. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant,
Oh,
I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein is no water.
Mm. Yeah, because there's really no truth here, man. The only ones that really have the truth are those of the correct mindset. You see, and we are those prisoners.
Yeah.
You know, all Israel, but really right now there's an elect and a remnant shall return. You know,
Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope.
see,
Yeah.
this is a hope, man.
That's us, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the hopeful elect.
Hopeful elect, yeah.
Yeah, because Christians, they don't. What need do you have for hope when you're already saved and highly favored? You know what I mean? You don't need to hope for salvation when you expecting a rapture.
Especially the Israelite
Yeah.
Christians, man. What
Yeah.
the scripture said, Jeremiah 2, it says, I have you have created two evils. You have done two evils.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, where you're holding water, you know, a cistern, broken cistern,
Yeah,
where there's no water.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no water, man.
Says, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee when I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim.
Hey, brother, you read it in NLT?
I mean, I can.
Yeah, read that.
please
Read that
read
part.
it.
I
in NLT,
already
that's it.
know, you know,
Yeah.
he's probably reading along with me.
I'm
in
already
these
right there.
LTs.
You know,
I
I'm already right there. You get it, brother? I'm already right there.
You know, it's all good, you know.
I was just reading it.
I already know it. I didn't say it because I was being funny.
You
I
like it?
said it because and 11 again, NLT. Because of the covenant I made with you, sealed with blood, I will free your prisoners from death in a waterless dungeon.
Right, and who did the Lord make the blood covenant with?
Israelites.
Exodus in 24th chapter.
Right.
Says, come back to the place of safety, all you prisoners who who still have hope.
Right.
I
Back to safety. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, because our safety is in Yahweh Shem Shai, right? And then, like you said, the covenant, blood covenant. Hey, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai spills blood. You have been bought with a price, right?
Yes. It says, I promise this very day that I will repay 2 blessings for each of your troubles.
Oh, right. Yeah, double blessings, right?
Blessings.
Yeah, because the Lord gave us double for what we did, but then He didn't give us double for our trouble, right?
It says, Judah is my bow and Israel is my arrow.
Right.
Jerusalem is my sword, and like a warrior, I will brandish it against the Greeks. There's neither Jew nor Greek. It's not going to be looking good if you're a Greek.
So you want to be a Greek. That's a good verse to bring out when they say, "Oh, you're a Greek. Jew nor Greek."
You know? It
We're
says,
going to brandish his weapon, right? And it's like what's his name? Doughboy on was it Boys in the Hood? And he goes like that. He pulls up his thing. Yeah, he brandish. Yeah, y'all want some of this?
Yeah, want some of this? Yeah.
What's up?
I like the other one a little better.
From Don't Be a Minute. Yeah.
And then hey,
that's really what it's going to.
Yeah.
That's really, yeah. Don't be a minute while drinking your juice. Problem. Yeah. Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah.
Marlon Wayans?
Yeah,
that dude's funny. Yeah, he's funny, bro. Yeah, because that's what it's going to be. I think, did it say USSR on the thing too?
Yes, it did.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure it's been years since I said it, but I think it did.
I think it said USSR.
USSR.
I think it said, Hey, so that's spiritual.
It says,
the Lord said, was it, at least what you call him always said that, another apostle, there's a truth and justice.
yeah.
Right,
It says, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, will appear above his people.
Well, that's what you're talking about. And the chariot.
Yeah. His arrows will fly like lightning.
Right, there's the laser beams, right? Yeah.
Zapping, man.
Turn people about it.
Powder.
Apostle Gabar said, "Wapple zapple."
What?
Yeah, I like that one. He said, "Hey, people be running going like that. The body goes that way, and the legs go that way. Hey, man, the Lord's gonna be doing."
I like the old movies better, but I like the new CGI more. So the old War of the World was the shit.
It's the shit.
But the way Tom Cruise, when he was running, and that shit was zapping people, and he had like dust on him from people.
Yeah.
Hey, that's man.
That's the Lord turning to power.
Boom! And they just, powderized them. Hey, so they not be utterly beaten into powder.
The smell of what?
Smoke.
Smell nothing but the
So I saw dust.
smoke.
Well, they know that from what's his name? Lot's wife.
Yeah.
He zapped and then just turned into it took all the moisture out of her and just left her still right where she was at.
I think the apostle said because she turned around and looked at that from that,
Yeah, it took everything out of her.
The
Yeah.
force field that was behind them was on their back. So when she turned, she basically, you remove the protection
barrier.
Yeah, you was told not to look. It says, the sovereign Lord will sound the ram's horn and attack like a whirlwind from the southern desert.
So that's that war, that warlike spirit. The Lord's gonna put. He got it. He has it.
Of course.
The Lord's coming with that, man.
Oh man,
The Lord's coming with the
2
spirit.
days.
Hey,
Yeah.
3 days. Yeah. Yeah, he's about to do it. Yes, it's been almost 3 days. Yeah, I've been on to 3 days now. Yeah, he's about to come.
Either way, he hasn't lost any of his
Vigor.
Well, it tells you that, right? I'm gonna cry like a travailing woman.
Yeah. Anger. That's a war crime.
Paybacks.
I would devour at once.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Huh? I would devour at once. Yeah.
It says, verse 15, the Lord of heaven's armies will protect his people.
Now it's going to the elect, not
Right.
not the
Not all Israel.
not
I mean, because
the
the Lord
first.
already did that.
Yeah.
The Lord did that, and what did you get? No thanks to nobody don't have any gratitude towards the Most High, or even because even Jake was still even in the wilderness, they were still complaining, they were murmuring. It was never enough. But we got to come to a place where, like even the apostles talks about how we have to love the suffering, and you're still gonna have to praise the Lord even when we're suffering. You can still praise Yahweh.
What did Job say? Shall the Lord do good and not evil? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Give the Lord, give it, the Lord take it. Yeah, that's what
You gotta, you gotta thank him for the good, thank him for the middle, and thank him for the bad. When you're in this shit, you gotta, the water, please, Baba Kasha, bring me through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you're through it, the water, Yahweh Shem Yahshua for this peace.
Yeah, because it's gonna be, like you said, the ultimate test. The hour of temptation is the ultimate test.
Yeah.
And something's gonna happen to you. You can go some days without eating. You can go some days without water. Something's gonna happen to you. So, but you're gonna have to have faith, bro.
You have to.
You can't let little bullshit fucks you up now. How much more in that time? Hey, and demons are gonna be let loose.
And that's why
Demons
it's
are
written to-
even now. You can see the height of the demons. You see the way that people are doing shit. You're like, whoa, like demon.
They on
Yeah, demons are on people on a higher
them. A
level.
lot
man.
more people talking to themselves,
Yeah.
arguing with something. You know what I mean? Like, what's he arguing with? That's funny because I was out a couple of weeks ago. The guy walked by. It was me and another guy. I was doing the food delivery, and I was standing there talking to this one brother, and this other brother walked by, and he was like, man, snapping. And the brother like, man, who are you fighting? I was like, his demon. The brother was like, yeah, man, you right. I was like, yeah, he fighting with his demon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not fighting it right.
No,
He don't know how to call on the name.
no.
And then you don't know how to administer the medicine, which is the scriptures. You don't know how to do the precept upon precept, line upon. So it's a medicine. That's why the Lord said that he didn't come for the healthy. He came for the sick, right? He didn't come for those who are not in need of a physician,
Right.
right?
Well, the thing is, right now, the people they're at a boiling point, man. They're ready to boil over, man.
And,
Right.
and many of them, and the 2/3 are at that. Why should you be punished any further? You will only revolt more and more. They're not. The medicine is there, and it goes back to you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
right?
So the prophets, everybody are out on the highways, the byways, trying to give you that medicine, and they don't want it. You know what I mean? They are happy, with that Christianity. Because again, like we always say, that Christianity has given them a license to sin. You know what I mean? Christianity has given all of these Jake a license to do wickedly. A license to put away the commandments. Do we then make void the law? God forbid. But Christianity says, hey, make void the law.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And not giving you a license to sin. Christianity says, hey, the law's done away with. Well, what is sin? Sin is the transgression of. So, hey, all of these things,
they don't have an answer. They just say sin just means doing something bad.
Right.
And then what's bad? They'll tell you drinking when you can't drink. And well, no, you actually could drink.
Right.
It's just overdoing it. That makes it bad.
Yeah, can't be a drunkard.
Moderation.
Money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Money's not the root of all evil. The love of the money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, premarital sex.
Sex is marriage.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. Shacking up. That's
Right.
That's wicked.
You
Oh man, no, come on.
It says,
Okay.
and they will defeat their enemies by hurling great stones.
Hurling grace. And they defeat the enemy by hurling great stones, right? Which goes into what the missiles, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because the great stones have to be the missiles, right? But that kind of goes in still to that whole point of the shoe too, right? When they're throwing the shoe, because that's going to basically put them into slavery. The missiles are going to get shot and which that is going to put you in a position where, hey,
He's going to bring about his own demise.
you're going to bring upon your own demise. But then that brings the elect in, because they're going to be in their bunkers, and they're the ones with the spiritual power. The elect going to come back, bring them out of their bunkers, slap chains on them, and they all going to go into slavery. Man.
Yeah, we're gonna make their women lie with the men so they can bring back all those got destroyed here in America.
The ugly ones.
They gotta the ugly ones, yeah.
You get
The
to
ugly
keep
ones.
the ugly ones, the big, fat, ugly, stinking. Yeah, you get to keep those.
Yeah, you know they gonna be stinking.
You know, hey, all you ones in the space station, hey, as you come back down,
Yeah,
I'll be right back for you, Playboy.
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, they can't have like Cindy Crawford and Brian. No.
She's yeah, no, you get to
Can't have Bo Derek in her prime. Can't have none of that.
No. You can have Oprah.
Oprah.
Oprah Winfrey.
What, that's you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should
I was joking.
have. No, you're not.
Yeah, you know.
No, you're not. All right, let me finish that up. Then we could. It says they will be filled with blood like a bowl, drenched with blood like the corners of the altar.
Right, because when they used to sacrifice, they used to drain the blood. The blood would flow out.
Right,
So
and you
bowls,
burn that
man.
way.
It's just telling you there's gonna be a lot of bloodshed.
Bloodshed.
Just like the scripture says,
Well, because this is
the
the
horse
place.
is bridle, yeah.
Yeah, the horse. And this place is the altar.
This is the altar.
Right. Huh?
There's a little bit more, right?
It can be.
Was there more?
It can be.
I think there was good. I think there was more.
Verse 16. On that day, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, their power will rescue his people. Just as a shepherd rescues his sheep, they will sparkle in his land like jewels in a crown.
Mm-hmm.
How wonderful and beautiful they will be. The young men will thrive on abundant grain, and the young women will flourish on new wine.
Did you skip a verse where it says that they're gonna be like if they were drunken with wine?
Yeah, I think you read that.
You read that?
Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
Yeah, I
Go
read
back
all
to-
the way. I read
back
all
to-
the way from
Start back with the.
I don't know, around the fact the Lord have it always protect his people, defeat the soft mouth.
I thought he read that part.
Yeah, that's
Am I thinking of a different verse?
I think you're thinking of a different verse because the only part where it says, which would have been what I just read at the end, says, and the young women will flourish in new wine. It says, for how great is his goodness and how great is his beauty. Corn shall make the young men cheerful and new wine the maids. So that's really the only spot,
Yeah.
unless it's above verse 12.
Might be.
Because most of this is just Judah and Ephraim.
Yeah, verse 15, brother.
Yeah, I thought you read it.
Yeah.
Did you read that?
Yeah, the Lord of heaven's armies will protect his people, and they will defeat their enemies by hurling great stones. They will shout in battle as though drunk with wine.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
They will be filled with blood like a bowl.
Right, okay, I missed
drenched
it.
with blood.
Yeah.
Drum,
You
Yeah,
went
it's like rage.
on the
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah, rage, the rage.
Yeah, when it's the
You
bowls, that was
went
all
on the
happening.
bowl, you missed
The
it.
blood. Yeah. It's gonna be like, you know, when you have that those beer muscles, you know, when you feeling good.
Yeah.
You think that,
Drunk with rage, like
Yeah.
rage, right?
Yeah. Because it's hard. Hey, when somebody drunk like that, it's hard to control them, man. Especially when they're feeling good.
They start fighting,
Yeah.
especially like Gad. You be trying to fight, they be getting beat up, and forever they keep fighting. They don't go
Yeah.
down. It's like crazy. But yeah, that part's like like rage. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Because they're talking about the
Yeah,
elect.
yeah,
They
yeah. Oh,
should
yeah.
be drunk.
It's like they were drunk with wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that rage. Yeah. Because you know how because I know me, I'm really a cool, laid back person, but like when you get you drunk and you get mad, it's like a different
Yeah.
it's like a different anger. You be like, whoa, like It's a different anger when
You
you
missed
get
that
it.
altogether. I ain't sneeze.
Okay, I thought you did.
Nah,
Yeah, bracatado.
nah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah.
He know what I did.
Go ahead and say it.
Yeah,
Bless you.
He know what I.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, Rock.
Did we get Ezekiel 25 and 12? We did it, no?
Is it on his list?
Go ahead. Get it. Get it. No, this was for earlier, but yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So,
Get this one.
It's
Yeah,
Sirach chapter
Ezekiel
10.
what?
25 and
No,
12?
no.
Sirach chapter 10 and verse 10. Let me see.
Okay. The physician,
The physician cutteth off a long disease.
right, which that's Esau, man. So the physician is Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai is coming to cut off the long disease, to take them out of this, out of the world, man. Right, because they're the only ones that's causing everything to be where it's at, you know, right? Like you said, when the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people are going to rejoice. So once Yahweh Shai is ruling again, again, hey, life is going to be good, man. It's going to be a lot better, even for the heathen, you know. Even though we're telling you you're going to be slaves and you're going to be in subjection, and then later you'll be tributaries. You're going to be happy when you can drink real water. You can eat a freaking fruit and actually get the nourishment that you need. You know what I mean? It's going to be way more beneficial than going through this thing. Better than getting a microchip and being checked in and checked out. You can't drive your car if you don't have the microchip. You can't go to work without the microchip or even the digital ID, which is the forerunner to the chip.
That's
This is going to be way greater. You're not going to have to go through that.
our subjugation to the nations is going to be in righteousness. But Esau, oh no, you get the muddy water, you get the contaminated food, you get, you don't get
You get the microchip
outside of just outside of any kind
that's
of
ultimate. That's the
immoral, wicked type
the
shit.
end all be all,
Nah,
because the
you
most
get
wicked
that.
thing you can do is put a chip in. That's the most wicked and the most vile thing you can do is put a chip in somebody, man. And to know that chip is the C word, right? Answerous, it starts with a C. You know what I mean? And when you know that's that,
Yeah, because it's foreign to the body, man.
it's foreign to the body. Yeah. That's the most wicked thing you could do.
Yeah.
You think you can control, and you're just a man like me. How dare you think that you're God? But that's his mentality. That's Esau's mentality.
Shit on the sides of the north.
Yeah, he think himself as God is the most high, right? And that's a good way to be able to do that because of the cameras, for the surveillance. Because I can put a chip. I can know where you're going. I can tell you what you can eat, what you can't eat, when to eat, when to sleep, when to go. Like, you can't leave this 15-minute city, right? And then the ultimate thing is to what he's going to do is what, according to the Georgia Guidestones, is he only wants 500 million people. So there's about 8 billion people on the planet. So he's talking about killing 7.5 billion people, man.
7.5
billion
billion
people.
Right.
So this dude is wicked. So what the Lord ain't talking about doing that. The Lord's blessing is be fruitful and multiply. But we're even gonna tell that to the heathen. Be fruitful and multiply. But hey, you're gonna be under us. You're gonna worship our God. You're gonna be at our the Feast of Tabernacles. You're gonna do our thing. But you're gonna be good.
Should
Yeah.
have no rain. Yeah. If Egypt comes
I think I was telling that. Huh? Is that Zechariah 9?
Okay.
12?
Yeah, you already brought it out.
About what?
Nah, I didn't.
We over 3 hours off.
Oh, but
And he he is today a king, tomorrow shall die.
right. And Esau's a king today. But tomorrow, he's died. He's gonna die.
Hey, what did
That's-
it say? Will you say to him that slay you, I am a God?
Right.
You know?
Right. And it was the scripture says, "For him that stealeth the man and be still found in his hand shall surely be put to death."
And we're gonna be found in his hands.
Oh, without a doubt. He always talking about it. You don't like it, here go. No.
Where
I
your
like
hands?
it. I like it. You good. I ain't going nowhere.
Right.
I'm pointing at your ass. There he is.
Right.
You know, hey, and that was spiritual too when Loki was like, you know, I am a god, you puny. Crushed his ass back and forth. You know what I mean? Hey, that's what Esau gonna get.
Yeah,
He
Loki
thinks
looked like the
himself.
ultimate.
Yeah.
He like the ultimate Edomite. He was
Edomite,
really
yeah.
pale,
Yeah.
really pale, frail,
Yeah.
frail looking, but he's talking like he's a god.
Fucking big man
Bah,
shit.
bah, bah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puny
Dashed up.
god. Hey, that's he gonna get his ass handed to him.
How long you still been recording?
3 hours, 7 minutes.
Oh, what? I mean, he's gonna.
All right,
read
yeah, Ezekiel 25 and
Oh,
starting at 12.
So,
And the heading is Edom. Thus saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai power, because the Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended,
Right.
and revenged himself upon them.
Right.
Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai power.
So we know the word of revenge, right? You know, and wait, that's what they're doing. They came up against. So this is really ultimately for revenge, you know, because they sold their birthright. They sold their birthright.
They saw what wasn't theirs in the first place. It just was man brought out, you know, through the process
Right.
that the Most High wanted to have it brought out. But it was never yours.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it
You
was never-
basically just gave us what was already ours.
Right.
Dumbass.
Dumbass, what he said. I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, from Salakia, from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by
Right.
the sword.
Temanites are the Germans, which a lot of them are the small hatters, which basically is what's running this thing. A lot of them are the international bankers. They're the ones who's doing a lot of the decision making in the world,
Yeah.
right? That's why the Lord speaks about there's no more wisdom in Teman, because going into them, they're the ones who's ruling the world. Teman, the
Yeah,
Temanites,
and Dedan was a great port city.
right?
So that what's this place?
A great
Great
port
city.
city. Yeah,
And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel,
oh, there you go.
and
That's-
they shall do in Edom according to
Yeah.
mine anger.
Right, and my people, what do with my people, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, which are the Lord's people, which we're no longer going to be calling ourselves those names. We're going to be calling ourselves Yasharallah. Man. We're the Lord's people. And by His hand shall we rule. Shall we dominate this world? So basically, all that race baiting that you're doing, hey, it's going to be, it's going to bring you
It's
to
going to be
your end.
answered.
Yeah, it's
And
gonna- yeah.
according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh
Yeah.
Shai Power.
Because ultimately, this is really the Lord's vengeance.
Yeah.
Because the Lord said that for His name's sake,
Yeah.
that He's doing this. It's not really because of our good or whatever, how good we are. It's really for the Lord's name's sake.
Yeah.
Which is why He even raised the tents of Judah first.
Yeah.
It's for His name's sake.
Ezekiel 36. So yeah, for my name.
It goes all the way back to Moses, when he was like, you know, hey Lord, you made them a promise. The other nations will say, look, you know what I mean? You destroyed them when he was getting ready to destroy
Right,
us. He's
yeah.
like, for your name, for His word. You know what I mean? So yeah, because of what He said is the reason why we still exist.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. True. Yeah. So yeah, with all that, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close out. We're gonna face the east. So we give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Yeah, we'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles, bishops in Connecticut, the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To your sisters, your akwatium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and above all, and Kwam Yasharallah.
Hey, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
Get the end.
They do mine as well.
I was gonna say, you stopped your stream from right there too?